they're going to go to freaking prison for trying to falsify, lie on me because they're afraid of losing at this battle. You understand what I'm saying? But they lose in the end anyway. So now, this actual fact that I read this at is actual fact series number 49. It's called Mamaku Wupa Tamim Mukyeye, Freaks and the Perfect Creature. And on page, hold on. And now listen to this, y'all. Check this out. I was reading this, right? On page, what page is this? Page 13 to page 14, right? Baba starts talking about freaks and a perfect creature while Life Wave name is in here. You see? Listen to this. He says the humanoid body Bashar and Ajam bone is an electromagnetic semiconductor, and they seek to tap into yours, meaning that these evil beings, they know that our flesh and bones is a electromagnetic semiconductor, and they try to tap into your and try to tap into yours. In the same way you can tap into a radio signal. So this says the tendons inside of your body, right, that stretches the muscles are attached to the bones, and that as in the Wapians, as a Munwapu, that inside your bones is the seed of life. Haya. See, there go the name life, right? And then the demand blood of the marrow, meaning soft fatty tissues that fills the cavities of most bones and cleanses the blood within the 6 to 9 weeks. So the tendons are in fact composed of twisted collections of collagen fibers and a fibrous protein in the bone and cartilage. So in fact, the tendons are composed of a twisted collection of collagen bundles, each one composed of collagen fibers. And then Baba goes on and talks about the tissues and how they're collective and how, and then on the other page it says about the wave, how it says it is composed of particles, even mitwalu, waves, you see? And the human body, the flesh and bone is a electromagnetic semiconductor, and how they seek to tap into yours. And it's a radio signal. So he got the word life wave, higher life, and then it says wave. So this right here, if you're a spiritual person and you're in contact with an Natharu and you vibrating, they telling you right there who he is. And what is he trying to do? He's trying to tap into your semiconductor through radio signals. See, that's why the master teacher, the real affirmation is from mouth to ear. You see? And because they'll take this information and try to get to other realms with it. You see? This is the book. It's called series number 49. Munmaku Wu Pa Tamim Mukye, Freaks and a Perfect Creature. And so with that, family, I just want to tell y'all this about Duswa, that he lied to that woman in Ghana, and he said that he's the son of Malachi. And if that was the case, then Baba would have told the woman, the sister Nifu, that he has 3 children with, that was his sister. Okay? So why would Baba tell him to get away from her if he's her brother? Wouldn't he have said that's your brother? And I also showed y'all that I learned that he had 6 toes because his mate Elizabeth Westbrook, a.k.a. Nifu, she told me that he had 6 toes, and then I saw it on Facebook, and I copied it. And then when I exposed it to the family, he took it down. So if I photoshopped the picture, then why did you take it down? And not leave the original picture up and then show a video footage of your feet, but not the entire body or the body that was attached to the feet. What fools these mortals be? Okay? Oh, before I forget, y'all, when Damian Pryor had violated the brother Quinn and Elizabeth Westbrook daughter, Dale Elaine Brown was hiding him in her house. Now, if you look at a few of my videos, you will see them together in a picture, and she's kneeling on his shoulder, and she's sitting in a chair, and she's leaning on him, and they're at a playground. I'm telling you, y'all, these people that work for Satan, they have no morals, they have no heart, they are bitter, and they bow down to their father Satan. And that sister, Hotep Amunet, like I said, from North Carolina, she had the audacity to make this nigga play the fool, open the store, had a fundraiser for him, knowing he's the devil. And that's why now she's sick. You see? Because they turned their backs on their master. You know what I'm saying? For the son of Satan, the omen, Damon Alvin Pryor, born February 4th, 1975. He says he's born February 3rd, but I remember his mate telling me he was born February 4th. But if he is born February 3rd, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Duswa also, let me tell y'all this before I close. Duswa also went to Kenya. He lied to the brother that did the Rams ritual, whose name I will not mention. And the brother said that he lied and said that he was the son of Malachi. And then he went to Kenya. And when he got there, he met up with a witch, this black woman in Kenya that's a known witch. And I guess he and this woman were together. And then the brother called Baba's daughter and found out. He told me this himself. He called Baba's daughter and said, "Is this Baba's son?" He was like, "Oh my God, I done told this dude everything." You see, so he was trying to go to Kenya to mess up something so that Baba wouldn't be able to come out through the rituals and the sacrifices that was made for him. That is done for Baba every certain amount of years. He went down there to try to block that, to try to stop that too. All right, and then he told Diamond one time during a tribal call to mention Kenya to see if anyone had heard about his little elaborate scheme. All right, so I'm done with this dude. I hope you all understand what I said. I can't find my audio, but I will put it up. Like the brother said, I can download it. So as soon as I get off, I'm going to download what she said about Duswa, and y'all can leave your comments. And please be respectful, because I see that, okay. Please be respectful. I'm not the enemy. And those of you who want to support me, I appreciate everything that y'all did. I took care of my business, and I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to see the master teacher home and free with us. And I hope you all can understand this. Before I end, I need y'all to hear something. Hold on. I forgot. Oh, yeah, I got it right here. There's a brother, he calls himself Hotep, and he runs the bookstore in South Carolina. You know, I find it really weird that all of the mean, evil people, they always running bookstores. They always opening up stores. Like Baba said, it's always the light-skinned one that want to be the leader over the non-ether Nagaru and try to run things, right? Now listen to this. So some brothers told me, and I'm saying this because I don't want it to get out and somebody try to say, and they try to twist the story up. You know the saying, there's three sides to a story. Your side, my side, and then the truth. Now check this out. So some brothers told me that these people were slandering my name. The brother Toon over there that live in Brooklyn. First of all, where you come from? These people just pop up out of nowhere, moving in the building. First of all, I'm going to tell you this, and I know this for a fact, because I'm from Brooklyn, New York, all right? Born and raised. Those buildings on Bushwick Avenue have not been renovated. They've been up since the 1970s, and they have not been renovated. The pipes have not been renovated. Those buildings need to be renovated, and there are rats running up and down, in and out the temple, okay? I seen it myself when I was out there, all right? So the brother Toon, Hootsuite, and them brothers that's living in 7-Eleven, they are living with rats. And it is nasty in there, because when Sakina used to live in that building, I was up in there and saw it. It is not something that you want to be proud of. It looks abandoned. But see, they don't care as long as they get a name. It's for themselves. As long as they making y'all think they in like Flynn and they got this connection with Baba, they're gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you, them niggas are devils. And that brother Toon was trying to give the brothers my address when I lived in Florida to find out where I lived at, and I told him, I said, let me tell you something, nigga. Okay, y'all gonna see another side of me that is not nice. Excuse me. Maybe the ancestors don't want me talking like that. I was getting ready to go there. So this brother told the brothers where I lived and was trying to get me to give them a document. And he was talking to me, and I was like, where did you come from? I was like, why did you move in that building? Because they all moved to New York from Georgia when Baba moved his office to New York, and they all flew down there and went down there saying, yeah, move above the Mason-Dixie line, following each other, being fools, And what happened was they moved up in there, and some of them was homeless. So they was trying to mate up with sisters, get with sisters, moving in sisters' houses. Some of them didn't want to leave, talking about they got squatters' rights and all this other stuff. These are grown men trying to find somewhere to live, to get down to New York, to be close to the office, to be up, to be near Baba. Doing what black devils do. If you're a man or a woman of power, they play you close and they work their way up to the ranks like Toon do. Okay, I'm in charge of the language. I'm about the language. I'm going to do the language. And he always slandering my name, talking about stuff that he don't know. And like I said, if Baba said this and that, don't go by word of mouth. Put it out there. Let me hear it. Let me hear what Baba had to say. If he's saying he hate me so much and I'm causing dissension and division in the tribe, well, you niggas is playing games with his life. What have you done, Toon? What have you done? You've done nothing. You sit around and you act like you rolling with the big dogs and you're a bum. Okay? Y'all in there living in them buildings, squatting, okay? You don't pay rent and you have the audacity to tell people not to support me. And you brothers in the lodge, y'all mad because I spilled the beans on the fact that y'all sleeping with each other. It's a fact. I used to watch y'all. Y'all all sleeping with each other. It's a lot of y'all. And guess what? That's your business. You ain't going to get up in my bed. You could go ahead and play these games with these other sisters. Hoorah, like you so gangster. But the reality is, Tashaka Malik is gay. The brother Iron Bolivar LaFranc is gay. And there's other brothers that I ain't going to name, but I know for a fact that them two brothers, they got men going behind them. They in that lifestyle. And they don't like me and I don't care. Because Shak Malik is sick right now. If you so gun-ho Baba, why you sick? Why you got all this stuff going on in your life, bro? Where's your beautiful wife that you was married to, Nomika? You left her to sleep around with whores and women in this tribe and messing around. And and another thing, y'all. Let me hold on. Let me let y'all tell y'all what happened. So this brother named John Carr, he calls himself Hotep. He runs the bookstore in South Carolina. So he started telling people, don't support me. You know, Tabba Jet is this and that. First of all, I don't even know that brother. So what are you talking about? Right? And he got a deformed hand that he keeps cuffed. He tries to hide. He got that deformed hand that's on his side. He was born deformed, and his father is a Caucasian, right? So now he don't like me. He said some stuff, so I tried to call his mate first. I said, hey, can you pick up the phone? I need to find out what's going on. She wouldn't answer the phone. I said, all right, they want to play stupid, and they don't want to pick up the phone, so I left him a message. Then I called him. So when I called him, he started screaming, you ain't doing nothing. You've done nothing for Baba. Just screaming at the top of his lungs at me, right? So, hold on. So I got pissed off, and I left him a message. So I'm going to let y'all hear it. Hold on a second. Because I didn't appreciate him slandering my name. And then when I called him, he started screaming at me, you ain't doing nothing. Just going off. And I'm like, what happened to that nice couple that was helping me? And they was talking about it, saying that they know what I'm saying about these people are true. What happened? Y'all got converted? Because I'm going to tell you what people do. They'll come up to y'all and say, so what you think about Tabba Jet? If you talk good, now they're going to try to go to work and do something to try to prevent me from getting the help. So that way Baba won't have anybody to help him. Because if you ask, y'all do the work and do the math. Ask yourself, who's doing the work? Who's trying to save Baba's life? It ain't them.
Yep.
Why aren't they working with me?
Yep.
I'm not the type of person that can't be worked with. You can work with me. I'm workable. Why won't they work with me? Because they know I'm not with it. If you're gonna come right, don't come at all. If you ain't gonna come right, and they know this. You see, they're hoping that something doesn't happen. So that way, if they assassinate the mass teacher in there, then they can move on with the legacy, steal all the books. Oh, and by the way, the Babtech and them got books out where Baba talks about who Tabba Jet is, that Tabba Jet is the wife of Harar. She was the wife of Jesus, or who they call Mary Magdalene in the Bible, that wasn't afraid to go to the tombs to find out what the Pharisees did to Jesus while the rest of the disciples ran. But they ain't going to print that. You see, they ain't going to put them books out. Trust me, she's sitting on a whole lot of books that was never printed. And they got Baba thinking that they printed them, but they didn't. But you know how the math teacher is. He know what they doing. Y'all not going to fool him. And I'm going to tell you something. The math teacher's coming out, but he's coming out like a thief in the night. Because just like it said in the parable, if you knew that somebody was coming to rob your house,
you wouldn't have suffered your home to be broken into.
And protect yourself from the robber coming in, right? So being that you don't know when he's going to come unexpectedly, when you least suspect it, and in that way, he can catch you off guard and see you in your true form and who you really are and what you really represent.
Listen, everybody who really in tune, we know. It ain't even there's no question. I told these folks, I said, Pops is the type of being that'll pop up, right, at his birthday celebration or Savior's Day or one of your culture center events, and he'll be sitting right there with you, and you won't know it's him. And you'll be running your mouth, you'll be talking, you'll be doing all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying, selling and buying in a house of trade or a home of merchandise. You'll be doing all of that. And he'll be right there amongst you. And you like, well, who's this weird old man sitting here? And you won't know it's him. Right? Don't that sound familiar? Y'all don't know what I'm saying yet because you don't understand why Pop's story is so closely associated with the story of somebody that popped up in your book. You don't understand. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. Why I went as hard as I did on Rod Hayes, right? Because I already went to Rod Hayes and said, yo, here is who we need freed. And Rod Hayes denied to push that message because he wanted Barabbas freed, right? Now, can you pull that up for me? Jesus Barabbas, probably pull it up on here, please. Jesus Barabbas and Jesus or Barabbas versus Jesus, who is to be freed? Free Barabbas or Jesus? I can't remember the scripture. I would just say which one it was, but I think it's in Matthew. Free Barabbas or Jesus, right? It'll show you which one it is, so I can read it. I appreciate that. So Rod Hayes was like, you know what I'm saying, Barabbas. He came right up. Yeah, pull up. Okay, Matthew 27. Matter of fact, let's go. Yeah, let's do the whole 27. Type Matthew. Yeah, let's go. Matthew 27, the whole thing. All right. Righteous. So, yeah, I went to Rod Hayes. I'm like, yo, Pop need to be let out. You talking about Larry Hoover being in Colorado Ad Max. What about Pops? You doing all this Galactic Federation talk. You doing all this Elohim talk. You doing all this Anunnaki talk. You doing all this Inky and Enlil talk. I know you don't know what you're talking about. Now, there's some people who know about it, but then there's some of us who know what we're talking about. Some people know about extraterrestrials, but some of us have been in the presence of people who we know these people ain't from here, right? Some people have been on their crafts and say, look, they want to make y'all think we crazy. But let me tell you something about this sneaky ass government, all right? Even before it exploded with Dr. Malachi Z. York L., who was here already living when these conversations were being had, right? The most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the reason why Malachi didn't have anything negative, if you know him, to say about the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is because the most honorable Elijah Muhammad was teaching the truth about extraterrestrials, about who was on the crash talk hat, all right, about all of the people who he encountered on them crafts, how he said somebody's going to come through with the letter of lamb. You think I'm going to let the NOI off the hook? When the NOI made their focus be about money and economics more so than about the extraterrestrial encounters that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad spoke about. They don't even focus on when the Minister Farrakhan says that the Minister Louis Farrakhan says that there's a concern that they have about the Battle of Armageddon or the wheel that they saw appear over Lake Erie, all right, or the Battle of Los Angeles and how there are these baby planes moving around and there's a mother plane. And then the Pentagon snuck around and said, hey, we found a mothership in the solar system. All right, yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? They snuck that shit in there. Hey, it's a mothership in the solar system. And hold on, slow that down. There's a mothership in the solar system. Whoa. That's the same thing Dr. York said. So there's been information let out by the Pentagon officials themselves. Not only that, Trump made these folks do a whole 180-day build-up of a disclosure project under the Freedom of Information Act to make sure that the information about every UFO, unknown UAPs, fast walkers, Flugerod, all these different names that they had, even the IFOs, the identified flying objects, and all this. It's a million names. The Foo Fighters, all of that. They had to put all the information out. That's where you had the Phenomenon documentary come out, the Unacknowledged documentary come out, the Above Majestic documentary came out. And now the Haim Eshed stepped forth and said it's almost time for the people to know, the human beings to know, but the people that are on the crafts told us don't tell them yet. Then you had all these government officials come forth and say, oh yeah, we saw them on this cigar-shaped craft, but they look like African Americans, right? Then them videos went around. But when Faise One told you 5 years ago, 4 years ago, or when we was on Clubhouse 2-3 years ago, when I told people, yes, I was 12 years old, they came over my home, pulled me through my ceiling, and I beheld people who looked just like us. They had on all black. Their uniforms were skin tight like the fucking Fantastic Four or Ishtar Command, right? They had big ass afros and they never opened their mouth to speak. They had some type of technology that looked like water floating around in the air with images popping up on it that had my body as they were scanning it, and they spoke into my brain. When I said that, everybody acted like I was, for one, under the influence at 12 of weed or marijuana, or whether they try to figure out whether or not I was taking shrooms. I've never taken shrooms a day in my life. All right. They try to see whether or not I was dreaming. I said I was right away. I know the difference between being awake and sleep. I don't know how people think that I wouldn't know that, right? When I teach the science on both of those, right? Yeah, I experienced this in reality. They said, well, how you get taken up through the ceiling and the ceiling didn't crack? I said, if I had that answer for you, don't you think I would have led with that? I don't know how the hell they did that. All I know is that's what happened, right? Nobody wanted to listen to me. I remember all the Hocus for Fifth, all the people that was in there. They had the you know what I'm saying? Everybody had the little remarks they had, and everybody thought that I was crazy. But then some white lady came through talking about she could channel Pleiadians and talk to Arcturians. They had her all on the live. Everybody in there asking her questions. Nobody asking her, how come everybody who's a Caucasoid who claims that they can speak to extraterrestrials never mentions the melanin dominant ones? As if they're an anomaly. All right? The melanin recessive gene is the anomaly. It's not the other way around, or this reality would never have survived when it comes to the humanoids. And people think humanoid mean human. Humanoid doesn't mean human. Humanoid is more relative to the science of arm, leg, arm, head, dealing with the symmetry of how you beings were fashioned or grafted. Okay, from the concept of the Homo erectus going Homo sapien, from the head-to-head fusion that was carried out hundreds of thousands of years ago, all right, you have this humanoid conversation. That didn't just take place on Earth. There were many other creations and formations and graftings and more than one planet. Even in El Quran, it says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Lord of all worlds. Okay, world is a plural, all right, not just one world. So there are many different humanoid creations, humanoid beings. And out of all of the different creations, it seems like nobody in the history of Stephen Greer, in the history of David Icke, in the history of these new Pleiadian people who coming out now, talking about they channeling the Arcturians and the rest of these Zeta Reticlians and all that, they never mentioned, and we saw melanin dominant ones. Now, there were a few occasions where people were coming out years ago, almost a decade ago, and say, yeah, I ran, they ran these interviews and stuff like that. So I saw some people on the crafts and they were black. The lady tried to jump right over him when she was interviewed. The old white man said this shit. I can't remember his name. Well, I would tell you, right? She was like, oh, so what you mean? Like they were kind of like it was dark. You couldn't really see them. No, like you hear what I said? They were black. He was like, no, they were black. And she jumped right past that shit. She said, so you said they were 7 feet tall. Let's talk about that. No, let's talk about the fact that you want us to think Black Panther, the movie, is a myth. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that it is not spooky or spiritual to say that there are people that have quantum stealth technology that look like the nigga down the street from you that could be parked right outside your neighborhood and you don't know they're there. You don't know they're there. I've been talking about it. Then they come out with the Black Panther movie. They put it out there. They show people that in the Black Panther movie, okay? They put it in there that it's a craft sitting outside. They didn't even know it was there until it materialized. Is that spooky? Is that spiritualism? Is that pseudoscience? Or now, do your governments now start sneaking in piece by piece? By 2025, it'll have an explosion. The next technological industrial revolution is set for 2025. I've been telling people that for 5 years. And that technological industrial revolution will be quantum technology. Okay? So everything I've been saying to y'all that they try to make me sound so crazy about, guess what? It's going to be normalized. And these same niggas who try to act like extraterrestrials were just some spookism, spiritualism concept, they're going to be the first niggas to try to rush on here to be first to talk about how people have now been documenting their experiences firsthand. Somebody going to get it on tape. Somebody going, you see, you're in the age where you have phones. You don't just got to paint it on stone walls. Someone's going to record an encounter on phone. All right? You looking at December 31st. All right? December 31st. 2023, where out of nowhere it was recorded, this is at least what was presented forth, that there was a green light beam that came from nowhere, beaming into the earth. All right? And this was shared to me. A lot of people have been talking about it recently because it just came out because No Jumper posted on his page. But it actually happened December 31st of last year. But now people are talking about it. But I told you what? I said there are going to be a lot of green light events. After I launched this science of green light, okay? After this green light movement starts, Project Green Light, because the government had a project called Project Red Light. All right? A lot of people don't know about that. And that Project Red Light was all about back engineering crafts that they shot down. Okay? They called it Project Red Light. You almost would find nothing about it unless you go through the book Man from Planet Risk or Razak. Okay? And it's spoken about there next to Project Dreamland and the Invisibility Project and the Rainbow Project. They had a project called Project Red Light. So I spoke about Project Green Light, which had multiple names. It was Project Greentown, it was the Green Light Movement, and it was Project Green Light. If you read the rehab book, I told you, and I just said it in the Yours Truly song on the Wedding of the Lamb. I said a lot of people are going to want to call this a movement because they don't know what it is. They don't know what I'm doing. All right. They don't even know why my voice carries out through the realm. And when I say the color is green, how come all these green events started happening after I said that? They don't understand that. OK, they didn't understand what happened to the music industry when I said, watch, you're going to see all of these pillars in the west fall. And then you're going to see phase one's pillar rise in the east. Right. I only had 19,000 followers. Nobody knew what I was talking about. I said, after we done knocking these folks' head loose. All right. Then you're going to see an explosion of phase one. You saw that happen at the end of 2022. Then the explosion of phase one happened right at the end of 2022, leading into 2023, where people were trying to figure out how did the following boost so fast? How did the views boost so fast? Why I make a post and it just seems like I'm doing it off a whim? The shit gets 7 million views. Okay, you don't understand this yet, which is why when you're in class, you listen and you learn so that you can understand it. And now you know it ain't just him. It ain't just phase one. I can be a part of this. He's teaching me how I can be God again. Not creator of all the universe, but God as in a ruler, all right, of my own reality. And y'all all group in together with your realities being grouped in, and you start being able to affect things on a higher level. You understand that? So that green light, that green beam came down. They put it on camera and say, yo, what the fuck is that? Da, 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 da. You know, and there was a nigga, you know, recording it. So people was in the comments and like the video said, oh, that's CGI, da, 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 da. Them niggas don't know CGI then. Because not only did that green light come through, it went from darkness to daylight, all right, for a split second. The only way you would have known that if you downloaded the video and you took it frame by frame. You understand? So what I did was I took the shit frame by frame the same way I did when the folk was saying, oh, the Georgia Guidestones got hit by the blue beam. When Isis Wisdom's silly body ass was saying, they shot that with the blue beam. Okay, I was like, okay, let's see. I took the shit frame by frame. I said, there's no such beam. This shit blew up from the inside. I'm looking at this shit. I'm literally looking at it frame by frame. The shit blew up from the inside. You understand? There's no blue beam. Matter of fact, the screen was blue already. So all that means is that the exposure just went up. You understand? It was a silly body. So, and don't be surprised you start trying to say some weird off the wall shit about me because I'm saying she's a silly body. I don't know the lady. For the record, I don't know her at all. She don't know shit about me. She never been around me. So before you start trying to do all that weird shit, you don't fucking know me, lady. Never known you. Only thing I know about you is that you like the female Rod Hayes. Weirdly enough, you was right there buddy with Rod Hayes. All of a sudden, you out here saying that you going to expose him. You know what I mean? Which means weird. Like, how long did you know these things? If these things were supposedly true, how long did you know it and you ain't say nothing? Until all of a sudden y'all done fell out. Now you everything you can do to say that you're going against them. And I don't even fuck with them, but I still find that very weird. You understand? But that's how these people do. And all it takes is for somebody to say something against you and people want to believe it. That's how dirty this shit is. Okay, knowing since I've been seeing it since I was 3 years old, that's how dirty this shit is. You understand? So I'm looking at the green light show, okay, I took it frame by frame. The shit lit up. It went from darkness to daylight. You know what I mean? That's not no CGI shit. That's on some, no, and then another thing about lightning, when it flash in your camera, it start turning your camera, certain parts of your camera dark, and other parts will still be lit up like an actual flash. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, no, this is not CGI, right? And then there was something else peculiar that stood out to me, or mysterious that stood out to me, and it was the fact that there was a pitch that came with the light. So go look at it. Go look for the video, Green Light Beam, Texas. All right, see if you can find it. And you're going to hear a pitch. And I might be able to pull it up for you while we're talking, because I'm like that. I might be able to pull it up because the pitch was Morse code. Now, I'm like knowing Morse code, as soon as I heard this shit, I'm like, wait, that was a dash, that was a dot, that was a dot, and that was a dash, right? I said, that's X. Yo, y'all gonna think, one day you gonna understand this. One day you gonna understand. Listen, I'm listening to, I said, that's X. It's like they literally shine the X letter through, and I'm gonna show you how. So watch how it comes in. It ain't just no beam, all right? Actually, let me see if I can show you. It ain't just no beam, and remember, it's the green light movement. So it ain't just no, you know what I mean? I'm just doing this because it's a random occurrence. Everything been green, watch.
What the f*** is that, dude? What? What the f***?
You can hear it, right? Listen to it.
What the f*** is that, dude? What?
All right, and there was another one around 1 minute in the video that came again. And I want you to listen real close.
What the f***?
Right? You heard that? Okay. Now, if you were to go and look up Morse code and find a chart, you're going to see that it's written out. Let me see if I can get my Sharpie. It's written out as, hold on. If you write it out, I probably ran out of paper fucking around. That sound would have been written out like this. Right? That sound in Morse code. That's how we write it. All right? This is the letter X. I cannot make this up. I cannot tell a lie. Remember, what you call it? The book that I got coming is called X Marks the Spot. Right? That's the book that comes, what is it, April 1st? I think we said it April 1st or April 4th. Well, I think it's April. No, it's March 14th. Right? X Marks the Spot. So it happened in Texas, according to what people were saying. So I look into it, I'm like, yo, Texas, that's the word Taisha or Taisha, and it means friend. Right? And it also means ally. So if you watch the Independence Day movie, Independence Day Resurgence, watch, you observe that they travel with that green light. But they make it seem like the, what do you call it? The crafts that were coming through were the enemies of the world. But what did I tell y'all a while ago? I said, they make it seem like the UFOs need to be shot down. But y'all rooting for them trying to shoot them things down. You may be rooting for them shooting down angels. You know what I mean? And you're not going to just be able to use no AAP or no little original missile or none of that to shoot them crafts down. So don't let them ever try to convince you of that either. Same reason why they tried to make it seem like it was a lightning storm that shot the craft down in 1947 when they retrieved that technology from them. It was a six-finger navigational system, some type of apparatus that it was actually 12 fingers because six fingers on one hand, 6 fingers on the other hand. It's some type of apparatus that they retrieved from the craft that they were using to navigate the craft with. And they also took like levitation and quantum stealth technology from it. But they shot it down. And that was a violation because those beings, those extraterrestrial biological entities is what they put them in the books as, all right, which of course isn't really public knowledge, but this is something that's been hidden and kept in the vault. But they call them EBEs or unknown EBEs, right? Or UEBEs, or it's either way, it's extraterrestrial biological entity. And those are beings who came from Rumardia. They're called Rumardians, all right? Just like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad would have been classified as Rumardian, okay? That's an actual group of beings, okay? They literally are people, but we call them aliens because they ain't from here. But they're people. They're intelligent, they eat, they sleep, they do everything that y'all do, okay? But they come from different worlds, all right? Or different planes or planets. You can look that up when you go for the crop circle with the message in it. I put in one of my books, all right? It might have been the How to Speak Elite book that I put it in, all right? If not, did I do that? It might have been either How to Speak Elite or Out of the Darkness. I think it was How to Speak Elite. One of my books, I put in the message and broke it down and explained that, matter of fact, that being looked like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, by the way, the Ramardians. You go look up a Ramardian. Matter of fact, I got the Holy Tablets right here. You look up a Ramardian and you'll see the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. My point being, they shot those beings down and made it look like it was I turned right to it, y'all. I turned right to the shit. Right? So this is the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. You can't make this up. Right? Let me see where he said it at. I had to go find it really and then pull it back up, but he was breaking that shit down too. But he said a lot of things in here about that. This is Faise Muhammad. They were saying a lot of people didn't have any images of him anyway. But make no mistake about it, he put the Supreme Mathematics in here. You got the brother Clarence. They just came out with the Book of Clarence recently, the movie. Go watch it. Okay? It was actually based off of not just Clarence. It was based off of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and it was based off of Dr. Malachi York. When they said knowledge is stronger than belief, knowledge over belief, they were talking about Dr. York, okay? Of course, they're going to make a mockery of a lot of the stuff and try to make it seem like black people can't do a movie without smoking weed, right? But really pay attention to the science of it, okay? Because they really would tell you something. It made me ask, I said, who are the writers? Who wrote this shit? You know what I mean? Because this shit was deep. Point being, all right? Most honorable Elijah Muhammad, if you go listen to my Where You At song, right? I said, where you going to be when we pull up? Okay? I'm not spiritualizing this. Y'all better catch on what I'm saying. And if you notice, I don't actually talk a lot about extraterrestrial involvement. If you notice that. I break a lot of events down. I show you how to do it, decoding and master that, master this, and we go over sciences. But if you notice, I don't really go deep into the extraterrestrial involvement. There's a reason for that. You understand? That doesn't mean that I don't know about it. I just don't go a lot into it as much as I used to, because there was a point in time where I did it a lot. But as the platform grew, you realize I do a lot less extraterrestrial talk. Okay? Because it's what people do is they take it and they gimmick it. Like I told you, Yaki did when he went out and was like, yeah, because, you know, we the real aliens. Alien is just alien. Alien. When you say alien, you're saying alien because we was the aliens. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, this is how you know there's a limited information on any of these types of topics. When soon a nigga get to talking about we was this, without being able to specify who the hell you talking about, you don't know what you're talking about. Because what do you mean we? But y'all don't ask them questions because you think if somebody speak long enough and fast enough, all right, you ain't got to ask them nothing because maybe they just know what they talk. No, I'll be the only nigga in the crowd, and I was, and always have been, the only nigga in the crowd that going to raise his hand or come off mic and be like, what do you mean by that? Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you something. And then everybody know what's coming after that. Because now, see if you can stand the test of times. Who do you mean by we? What do you mean we was aliens or aliens or aliens? But they hear me say shit and don't know why I'm saying stuff. But if you read my books, you know why I said it. But they didn't read the books, obviously, because you would have known why I said it. He was trying to say alien was saying that we was foreigners, okay, not from Earth, which didn't make sense because you still try to say that we were the people of the planet Earth. We the original people of the planet Earth. If we did, either we are original people of the planet Earth or we came from another planet. And then again, who is this we? These ain't black people. Black people who? You know what I mean? Like, it can go on for hours and hours, that conversation. Because when you see a melanin dominant person, they could have any type of ancestry from Mongoloid to Negroid to Caucasoid and beyond. All right? There are many different families and tribes and different beings that live in and out of this planet, came in and out of this planet. All right? The Mayans, what about them? All right. Some of y'all might have Mayan ancestry and don't know it. Some of y'all might have Aztec ancestry, Inca ancestry, and don't know it. Okay. So what are you talking about? Who is this we thing? And everybody's supposed to be grouped into one thing to say that we are the real Elions. No, he didn't know what he's talking about. The word Elion is an actual word, by the way, and it means the Most High. And to say the Most High was not to just speak about a status, it was speaking about a location. And if you didn't know the different times where you said Amun, Anun, and Atum, okay, if you didn't know the different times that the sun was appearing in your skies, all right, then you didn't know what Pharaoh Akhenaten was saying when he said, don't forget the source, the sun, Asherah, all right, that allowed for them to build the sundial, okay, to say that there was actually more than one L, by the way. When you say die, all right, you're saying actually two, all right, or beyond, okay, that's a whole other science, but it was more than one. So the sundial was literally speared by or conducted by the Nomon, which is the Asherah pole. And that Asherah pole was said to be cut down. They said, cut down the Asherah poles, cut down the trees. And George Washington also went forth to cut down the cherry tree, the same tree that belonged to Asherah. So, all right, so when they say Asherah, never forget the word Asherah means a flame or also the sun. All right, they wanted to cut down the time of the sun. Are you with me? And that was called the Nomon. So go look up the Nomon as in Gnomon, and you'll understand that science. So Pharaoh Akhenaten said, remember the source, never forget the source. And they made the mistake, the error of calling him the first one who pushed the science of monotheism. I said, no, it was solotheism. Because they say mono, they trick you. Because mono gave you moon. Right with me? And they put monotheism right there to make people still somehow fall up under the spell of Kingu, which is the spell of the moon or the spell of ignorance. All right? No, it was solotheism because solo brought you around to the soul, solar. He said, never forget the source, sun, solo. All right? The sun that you're connected to. That's why Pops on Mount Zion said, you're connected to the sun. He said, even though I keep telling you, you can have a connection with the sun, he said, you still don't want to believe me. He said, you want to believe in spookism. Right? He said, that's why every time we gather, it rains. Okay? Because even though I'm telling you, you got a connection to the sun, you ain't able to receive that. Okay? And he was telling people then, you got to be able to overstand and not understand. All right? Understanding came with the moon. Overstanding came with the sun. And still people are missing it. You with me? So, bottom line, top line. Pop came through and brought that whole science and reminded people about the sun. Brought Nuwapu, NWB, Nuwabu, the golds. The gold color was always associated with the sun. All right? Or solar aten, okay? Which was saying a solar disk. Even when they spoke of the mother plane hundreds of thousands of years ago in the ancient Egyptian documents or pyramidic texts, okay? They were talking about something that was referred to as the solar manjdat. Okay, the Majdat, all right, to say a barku, all right, which meant a boat of 1,000,000 years. They called it a boat of 1,000,000 years. What boat? A boat coming from the sky? And they draw these images of people like Khufu's boat, all right, and coming through, and you see this. These were crafts, all right? That's why the Nomos story, okay, of the ones who were called the Dogon tribe, said they saw an ark come out of the sky. And people say ark, they think a boat. Okay, well, it was a ship. That's why I tell you, go watch the movie 2012. Because you watch the movie 2012, it covers a lot of science. And in that movie 2012, it's indirect, by the way. It's not always explicit. You got to pay attention to what they're not saying by putting certain lines in. It's all scripted, by the way. All right? They said, what was it, the nigga named Charlie, when he went to the trailer to the dude, he was connecting all the dots. And then after a while, whoever the dude, Jackson, was like, yeah, I got to get back, you know what I'm saying, to Earth. But he told him right before he said that, he said, they're building spaceships, man. Right? They didn't show spaceships. They show arcs. Are y'all listening to me? In the movie, they was floating on water. But the nigga Charlie said they're building spaceships. They didn't go into space. They were showing you right there. An arc is an arc. It's a spaceship. We gave Utnapishtim the lines to be able to draw or the blueprint to be able to build a arc, a spaceship, a craft. That's why you'll find even in the biblical scripture that we said he was risen up off of the earth, above the earth. No boat ain't finna rise above the earth. You understand? But the craft can. A ship can. That's why Sem Yaz and the rest of them are shown in the movie Noah. Go watch the movie Noah, okay, that they had to help him build that craft. He wouldn't have known how to build an ark. So why would God have to send angels to help Noah build a boat? You don't think Noah would have known how to build a fucking boat? You know what I mean? They say, oh no, he put all the what you call it, the animals on it, 2 of every kind. No, that's bullshit. Because if you're talking about putting 2 animals of every kind on the planet, then you're talking about the polar bears, which is a whole different region of beings. All right, and all of the different what do you call it? If they on land, All right, the different variations dealing with taxonomy. Whole bunch of diversity of genes of beings that come from different climates and different areas. All right, so you gonna put the lions and the tigers and bears, oh my, all of them on the same craft. All right, and the lions have to eat. So you would have had to amend those texts or amend those scriptures to say you didn't take 2 gazelles, because after the lion eat one of them gazelles, then what? You feel what I'm saying? There's no more. We don't have gazelles then. No, you must have to say, yeah, we took 40 gazelles to be able to feed the lions. All right. Then we took extra fish on board for the polar bears. Yeah. No, there shouldn't be no polar bears. If they put 2 of every animal on the craft, polar bears couldn't have been here, because where's the freezer section back then? How would you have made a freezer section for all the animals in the Arctic? You understand what I'm explaining to you? Nah, I ain't covered. If it sound muffled, it's just time for me to get another phone. It's just that time. That's all it is. It's time for me to get a whole nother phone. I've been saying that lately anyway. So if it sound muffled, it's just that time. You know what I mean? So don't be surprised. I'll be like, hey, y'all, we finna get another phone. Let's get 700 up. I'm going to go get another phone. Same way I did last time. I went and got another phone as soon as we raised it up. I've done this 2 times, so it's about that time. So I apologize if it's a little muffled. All right, I probably done dropped it too many times. The phone's probably giving up. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's about that time. I'm going to get another phone. By April 1st, I'll have another one. Even if I don't do the fundraiser for it, I'll be able to use funds to just get another phone. That'll be a part of it. You with me? But yeah, no, it's not a recording. I'm right here. You know what I mean? And I'm not that skilled, nigga. I didn't predict these comments. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I didn't predict God King Tut. I'm here. This is me in flesh. All right. And if I did, no, I was just playing. This is a recording. So yeah, let's get back into it. You know what I mean? And y'all gonna have to deal with that when I play this recording on Sunday at 5:15, okay? Or whatever date it is. You know what I mean? Hold on. March 3rd, nigga. When y'all get there, y'all see what I'm saying. I told y'all, they not like me. They can't see that far into the future. All right? They didn't see none of this coming. All right? There's going to be laughing emojis. I promise you. There'll be like 134 people in there, 133, somewhere around there, and they're going to be laughing emojis. All right? I'm telling you. And somebody going to mention something about clairvoyance. And when you see the word clairvoyance, then you're going to know, I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. Okay? Don't ever doubt me. You bear witness? All right, watch this. So bottom line, top line, okay, is it was already explained, and the sun movement came around. All right, so we already know what the time array is, and we've already passed it. So that's why I'm telling y'all, Pop, it's already time. I've been every day I've been saying, I said, Pop coming home. His ass coming home. I already know. I said, knowing Pop, his ass already on a plane. And then what Tyler Jackson should come on here and say? She said, you won't know. She said it's gonna be like a thief in the night. She's saying the same thing I said, y'all. All I'm saying is I'm paying attention to commonalities. Okay? Because I said he ain't gonna let everybody know. Hey y'all, I'm back. All right. Even the brother Sunrise was like, he said, I can't wait to get here. I'm gonna ask him a question. I said, hold on, let me stop you right there. I don't have no problem with Sunrise, so don't think I'm coming at him, but I had to stop right there. Yo, ain't nobody getting near Pops. Nobody coming near Pops. He said, there's like that phase, like that. You gonna get keep, da, da, da. He said, how this gonna happen? I said, I'm orchestrating. What you talking? Nobody going near Pops. The only thing that's gonna stop that is if he say people can come near him. That's the only thing gonna stop it. And let me tell you something. All that's gonna line up. It's gonna line up. Watch what I'm telling you. You ain't going around Pop. Nobody. Because, first of all, let's put this on record in case it hasn't been put on record before. Before I opened my mouth, some 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, and started screaming, and some of y'all just now hearing the voice because it echoed across an infinite plane, okay? Everybody was quiet about Dr. Melakazi York. And I didn't understand why. I didn't understand. So I walked in the building. I said, it's a little quiet in here. Too quiet. Listen, let me tell you something. Everybody was quiet. Everybody was living their life. So what I said is, I said, watch this. And I screamed to the top of my crown. And everybody first was like, why he so loud? Oh, damn, why he so, that thing's loud as hell. You know what I'm saying? Remember people complaining, he's yelling. And I had to remind them, I said, yo, you don't know how loud the beast has been? Have you not heard how loud that demon, that dragon roars? And you wanted to ask me why I was so loud? But now nobody asking me why I'm so loud. Now everybody trying to join in. Like they yelling was grouped in with mine. You know what I mean? Niggas trying to modulate their way into it. You wasn't screaming for Pops. Niggas was screaming for everybody else. Niggas was putting everybody else on the pedestal. But what I tell you, I said the same thing I said about the industry. I said, what y'all niggas gonna do when ain't no more conscious leaders? Niggas said, whoa. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? No, I don't mean it like that. I'm saying, but still though, let's say it like this. All right? What if you just happened to wake up and niggas didn't wake up? What if you just happened to look around and the same ones you tried to raise up as victors over Dr. Malachi York, I don't know, was in prison? Right? I literally said, all this on record. I said, either niggas gonna taste what Pop going through or they gonna feel like they in prison out here. Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I say that? I said, watch this. I said, okay, y'all don't want to bear witness? You don't want to set the record straight? Y'all don't want to clear the name? Watch what happened when Pharaoh can't breathe for 3 seconds without hiccuping. Watch when them demons get on them niggas and they can't do what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? They names start dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping, and next thing you know, they not powerful no motherfucking more. Because all we saying is, look, niggas can make videos and they exposing everybody. Everybody name getting said. Nigga Sarnetta name got said. You know what I mean? They done mentioned Brother Polite. They will not mention this man, Faise One of Atlantis. They won't mention him. Right? So I said, why? I said, y'all don't have to acknowledge Dr. Malachi York. I said, but I'm just curious. It was just curiosity. I'm curious of what niggas gonna do when all the people who you put up there ain't there no motherfucking more. Then what you gonna do? Then what? Niggas didn't understand who was saying that. Some average Joe Blow from down the street saying that, you can ignore him. You don't ignore the Sorcerer Supreme, who don't have nobody to answer to except the source. He has nobody to answer to. No one is over him. He worked for the same being in essence and divinity that Dr. Malachi York worked for. So who the fuck gonna tell him to be quiet? Who gonna tell him to be quiet? Who gonna tell him, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. No, I went to Karma. We had a nice breakfast. I sat down, we had breakfast. I talked to her. I said, I'm finna clean house. She said, didn't you just get finished cleaning the house? I said, yeah, that was just the music industry though. I'm about to clean the conscious community house too. Right? I'm not finna take everything out their house. I'm just finna open the door, sweep, mop, open the windows, spray a little Febreze, and you gonna smell pine saw. That's it. I ain't gonna take everything out their house. I just want motherfuckers to wake up in the AM and be like, it feel different in here. She said, okay. All right, remember what you said you're gonna do, right? I'm gonna do exactly that. She said, well, I ain't gonna bother you. Because, look, quiet as kept, Karma wanted the motherfuckers out the way anyway. They wanted the motherfuckers out the way anyway because they was in the way. So next thing you know, niggas say, all right, anyway. They don't remember. It was 2021. I put out the call. Same way in 2018, I put out a call and warned. It was actually 2019. But more so 2018 when I started letting them niggas know it was about to happen to them. But 2019, I put out a call for the music industry. Said, hey, y'all industry about to collapse. Actually, I said it in 2015. I said, all y'all niggas going to be extinct. Right? This was in the song Pipe Down If You Think I'm Lying. I said, all y'all niggas gonna be extinct. And I mentioned Young Thug, everybody in the Pipe Down song. Right? Boom. So fast forward, by 2022, everybody felt the power of the Most High. I remember in the beginning of 2022, people were saying, the devil is moving around in Atlanta. And I remember commenting, you know what I'm saying? It was like, have you ever considered that maybe it's God? You know what I mean? Because you talking about the devil's pillars falling. He losing his celebrities. They're losing their labels. They're losing their ticket sales. They're losing their power. They're losing their hierarchy. And you crying? You talking about the devil moving around? Did you ever consider maybe God set this up or rose this up? You ever thought about that? You feel what I'm saying? So she was like, yeah, okay, go ahead. And we did that. And now we like, all right, cool. So we came back around. I bet that ain't the end. We just trying to see, all right, did you see what we just did to your little black belts? Them was your black belts, right? All right, so play with it. Play with it. That's all we saying. That's all we're saying. Please play with it. Somebody, say the name. Say the name. Don't do Sanchez. Sanchez was scared. He was typing it. He was typing it in the what do you call it, the title, and the ancestors said, don't do that. Don't do that. He's not a believer in you. don't type his name. Don't type his name out. This nigga said, I'm just put F1 to be safe. It was the safest shit he could have ever did in his life. Say the name, type the name, write the name. Do something even more stupid. Pick up a candle and watch your hair fall off. Right? I know a motherfucker doing work if your hand broken. Right? I know motherfucker can't come on live no motherfucker more. If he do, you wonder why the nigga had his hand behind his back the whole time. He ain't distinguished. He not no prestigious nigga. He just broke his fucking hand. Please, all we saying is somebody, listen, step forth. And niggas did, y'all. They did. They tried it. And it came back around to me. Them no here no more. They tried it because I said Baphomet is out of order. And they thought that meant, oh, this nigga don't know what he's doing. He don't know us. No, you don't know him. It's a lot of y'all. It's a lot of us that's talking about, I don't know y'all. No, you don't know me. You have no idea who I am. Right? So here's what they tried to do. They tried to go to Bobbers and say, we got an issue with him. Same thing the music industry did, y'all. I'm not telling you any lies. And guess what wound up happening? The Bobbers came to me and said, hey, they saying this, that, and the third. Here go the colors. You're going to know it when this, that, and the third happen. Boom. I said, okay, that's a window seat. We're going to handle that and sent the Bobbers on their merry way. 3 Bobbers. 4. It was 4 that came first. 4 Bobbers. Here, it was 3 different numbers. 4 Bobbers, 3 Bobbers, and then it was 1 that had a sword. You know what I'm saying? So they came to me. Literally. Right? So I had a astral projection experience that was interrupted. They trapped me. They put me in, what was the room? You remember the room they did in Matrix where they were teaching, it was the most recent one. They were teaching Neo some shit and Neo wound up blowing the whole building up. All right? This happened before that. Okay? So they came out with that movie after the experience. So the encounter happened. I'm astral projecting. They trapped me in this wooden room. Right? Now, but I say trap is because like it's cute. So we got to at least acknowledge what they try to do. Right? They trapped me in this wooden room. I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? It ain't the first time it done happened. They done tried to do it with red lasers, all kind of stuff. And anybody who been walking with me know I get right on here and tell. I'm not one of those people say, oh, we going to keep all that sacred. Fuck all that. Hey, them motherfuckers just tried to shoot me with lasers. I don't even know. Faye, what lasers? I don't know. Listen, all I'm going to say is stay by the phone. This nigga just tried to shoot me with some fucking lasers. I'll be right back. And they were red lasers. And they hurt. Okay? So, y'all heard that. So watch this. You with me? The Bobbers came in on their side, the ones who was working with them. It was Bobbers who came and told me, and it was Bobbers who was working with them Amberlight ones. And they popped up, and they started popping up through the floor in this, whatever this wooden trap room was. One of them had a green sash. What you call like that little shit they tie around the shoulders? One of them had a green one of them. Another one had a red one. Another one had a yellow one. And another one had a blue one. And every time they popped up, they were trying to grab my ankles. You understand? And I had literally, we doing it so the voice saying, don't let them touch you. Don't let them touch you. So every time I sensed that what would happen was the floor would kind of warp a little bit before they pop up. And they were trying to trap me in that room. They wanted to grab my ankles and pull me through whatever that floor was. And I would have let them do it. And I pulled my switch. Now, if you've been walking with me, I told you what the switch is. No matter where you are, your etheric cord can bring you back to your body. So I pulled my switch. They want to convince you that it can't do that. No, it can do that. Now, there are some places, though, that if you let them trap you, they can sever that cord. And like they said in the biblical scriptures, when that silver cord is cut, that's when you render off of this planet. You know what I'm saying? So they try to cut the cord. I know that's what them niggas was trying to do. And they were using all the elementals. All them niggas had their own elemental sash from the green, red, yellow, and blue, right? And they tried to do it. It didn't work. I shot myself back to my body. Another occasion, I was at this. This was more like a dream, okay? But it turned into like this vision, premonition type thing. I was at this event, and they were in this. It was a house event. Everybody was in a living room. It was a conscious community event, and it was all sitting around in a circle. If you don't know about them circles, that's a coven. All right. Anytime motherfuckers meeting and gathering and they say, y'all, we want to form this circle, be cautious of that because they might be an Amberlight coven and they about to draw from you. And you finna do all that. Oh, and you don't know you being sourced from. That's how these motherfuckers move. How they been moving before I was born. All right, circles, covens operate in circles. All right, it ain't always evil. That's not what I'm saying. But oftentimes, especially in the Western Hemisphere, these motherfuckers pull people in circles in churches, pull people in circles in these temples, and they get them to meditate and produce tones and sounds and prayer and all that shouting and screaming, and they source from you. You know what I mean? That's what they did at the Woke Back. I heard that because I literally was selling. They had pictures and all kind of shit. I said, these motherfuckers is doing a circle. Who over the Woke Back? Happened to be that Life Wave and some other niggas was over the Woke Back, which makes a lot of sense now. And they source from you. These motherfuckers be sorcerers and witches. And even though they don't know, Life Wave ain't one of them big ones. He don't really know shit about magic. He got to really ask because it's motherfuckers moving through Life Wave that can use and source people. All right, because he open. Okay, as a vortex, you could be used. But he ain't one of them ones. But people are being sourced. So I walk into one of these conscious community events. I had this vision back in maybe 2022, right? I'm thinking it's 2022, because when was it? Yeah, because I was still at that. Yeah, so 2022, somewhere around that time. And I go into the spot, and it's a whole bunch of, I call them conscious community people, because they all look the same. They wear the dashikis, the copper, you know what I mean, the crystals and shit. They got their own religion thing going on. So they was all sitting around each other in a circle. So I went over, and some said rise up. I literally floated over their circle and went into the center of it. And I was trying to see their faces, and they were trying to hide their faces, right? This happened all the time, so don't think it's weird. They were trying to hide their face. They didn't want me to look at them. So I rose up out the circle and went to the back. Some say go to the back. I went to the back. It was a back room. As soon as I walk in, what I see goat heads hanging on the wall. I saw what appeared to be, I can't say polar bear. It might have been some type of polar bear, whatever type of bear, or goat, some type, whatever it was, she had white fur. And it was hanging on the wall. And there was a white fur rug with like this brown bottom. And there was a barber that I could see through that, he had his door open, so it led to like the backyard, where it's like grass was high as fuck. And there was a barber out there with a sword. And he was cutting down whatever it was, looked like wheats. He was chopping the wheats at the root with his sword, right? And my niece ran into the room and dropped a dog in front of me. It was dead. She dropped a dog in front of me. And I looked at it and I said, oh, these motherfuckers doing work. Now, this is how you will be communicated with. They can't always just come to you and tell you some shit, but through sleep incubation or visions, your people who walk with you will communicate with you. Your what you call spirit guides in certain communities, or angels, guardian angels, can communicate with you through, now they're communicating with you through, and it's been like that a lot recently, through the web. All right, let me tell you how you can know. If you just talking, random, having a conversation, and all of a sudden what you was talking about is like it pop up in a movie, or it pop up in an ad, or it pop up, like you might just say, yeah, you know what, I'm thinking about this, yeah, you know, we should have a family reunion. And then you go on YouTube and a Medea family reunion clip pop up, your ancestors speaking to you. Yours, okay, not thee, yours. Somebody walking with you was trying to communicate with you and say, yeah, you should do that. They've advanced, y'all, and they're able to talk through these phones, and they're able to talk through these computers. You don't have to take this. I'm just telling you, some of y'all trying to figure out what's going on, and I'm telling you, this is what's going on. If they can't get to you through people around you, because they talking to you through the cars passing by you on the highway, but you ain't paying attention. They talking to you when you go to the McDonald's and somebody say, God bless. And you walk on and say, I ain't no God bless. I'm no fucking Christian. Da, 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 da. But they trying to tell you something. They trying to tell you, go to the church. All right? Because there's a message for you at the church. But nobody listening. Same way they show you in the They Clone Tyrone movie, they had to go to the homeless man to get answers. The homeless man, nobody pays attention to him. The homeless man tried to talk to you too. They said, what this nigga gibbering about? The fuck, you know what I'm saying? Make sure everything's straight. You know, wear your seatbelt, da, da, da. I'm not listening to this nigga. You get in an accident. You didn't wear your seatbelt. You threw the windowsill. Paralyzed. God forbid. People ain't listening. The shit is happening all the time. They're trying to talk to you through everything to make sure that it's like a game. People are cheering you on, cheerleaders. All right, your cheer guardians, okay, are trying to communicate with you so that you can win the game. Everybody wants you to win, all right? That's on your side. But then you got these other motherfuckers. They cheerleaders ain't cheering for you. If anything, the cheerleaders gonna taunt. you. You know what I'm saying? And get you to go in another direction and say, oh, he ain't gonna miss the shot. He can't do it. Dun, 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 dun. He can't do it. And your cheerleader still trying to tell you, say, ignore them, they full of shit. Ignore them, they full of shit. Ignore them. And then if you let your left ear win and you like, miss it, that's, you know, you missed the shot. This is how your realm has been working. This is what I'm teaching you. And everybody been learning and know this ain't no game. You know what I mean? It's a game, but it ain't no game. So bottom line, I said, these motherfuckers doing work. Top line. All right, that's going to be one of the tough things. We got to crack that shit, huh? Yeah, that's top line. Yeah, all that. We ain't concentrating. We pros and trading. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we ain't doing no contracts. We'll do a protract because we need that protractor. We need to understand the angle. All right, we need to understand the degrees. We don't need to be con anymore. All right, we're not dealing with con time. Track means time, okay? And con is to say a negative thing. We ain't in negative time anymore. We in pro time, okay? So there's a lot of spells you hear me breaking in mid-sentence, and if I have to keep doing it, that's what I got to do until it becomes second nature, which really should be the first nature. All right, but they say it's second nature. It's really first nature, so we got to correct that too. All right, so I said, these motherfuckers doing work, okay? Then I went and handled that. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I knew certain people was moving and be doing certain things. You will hear me say, I think it was in the Baphomet is out of order shit. I was like, I don't know who this brother Panic nigga is. I said, but it's a lot of people, Merkaba 13, a lot of motherfuckers. I look at Merkaba 13 as like a little child though. So I didn't really factor him into a lot of these conversations. He's like a little child. He done learned some stuff. He's happy. You know, it's like Masons. When they first become a Mason, you know what I mean? They just happy to be a part of something. So Merkaba 13 like a child to me. I could tell you ain't never got in that field. Your eyes dark because you put a filter on it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never really been in that field. You know what I mean? So your eyes gonna be super white or your eyes gonna be super black. It's gonna be your essence. So he just trying to take on the essence, but he a little child. So, but it was a lot of people that was like that. They pushing Baphomet on the people. If you fuck with Baphomet, why the fuck are y'all opening them doors to tell people to walk through and fuck with it too? So they try to trick you. Here's how they beguiled a lot of people. They say, oh, the sacreds is just for the people who's a part of the orders. Only the people who's a part of these orders need to know this shit. But when it came to leaking Pandora's tones out into the masses, listen, they wanted everybody to be with Pan. They wanted everybody to be up under Baphomet's order. They wanted everybody to be a part of the Knights Templar. They wanted everybody to be on the dark side. They wanted everybody, but then they say it's duality. No, it's darkness and light. But come over here to the dark. Nobody was pushing Malachi York. Nobody was pushing green light. Nobody was pushing the order of the sun. Nobody was pushing the higher sciences. Everybody kept talking about its duality and, you know, as above, so below, all this other bullshit, because they didn't know the difference. There's really a difference, literally, right? But they kept pushing the pentagon. They kept pushing the pentagram. Nobody was stepping forward and say, go to Hecca. All right? Nobody was going, say, yo, we need to return back to the law of correspondence, the true law of correspondence. You can't say law of correspondence and then say, oh, we Baphomet. That don't make sense. It doesn't add up because Baphomet is only the dark. You feel what I'm saying? Or the duality associated with Sophia's world. Why Sophia equals Baphomet. And I broke that down in my what book? Out of the Darkness. And why do you think I called the book Out of the Darkness? I could have called it anything, but I called it Out of the Darkness, correct? And it came out last year, correct? Are you listening to me? You know what I'm saying? That hard T ain't for y'all. It's for motherfuckers who thought they could play. That's who it's for. You with me? So they ain't want to address me. They tried to do magic, and it backfired. It backfired. So what wound up happening, as soon as Brother Panic left, then a lot of warlocks and witches came together, was like, yo, we finna open the portals of Pan. Around the time where I released the Signs of the Green Light movement, I said, what is up with these motherfuckers, man? Nobody don't want to say my name. Nobody wants to step in my direction or none of that. But it seems like y'all got a response for everything I do. And it's never a response that's agreeable. If I tell people on January 1st, we're going to come together and visualize 2024 in the green light and the blue light. We're going to visualize all the things we want to see happen for this world in 2024 that is going to be for the better. Why was it always these conscious community people, these so-called woke people, that would only show themselves when it's time for a point of contention? They never show up when it's time to do a fundraiser. They never show up when it's time to promote a post. They never show up when it's time to help push what we're doing. They never show up for that. But anytime they think they can try to push some shit, they trying to teach you some shit that you done already graduated from, by the way. When it's time for that, then everybody's there. You feel what I'm saying? So they show up and say, yo, the real New Year is March 21st. It's not January 1st because that's dead. And, you know, you can't, what do you call it? You can't have seeds growing in January 1st, so you're not going to have any harvest, right? So what did I do? I said, they opened the door and said, who is it? They said, who is it? I said, it's Reason. Okay, cool. They opened the door, right? I stepped in and I said, do your dumb ass know that if you plant seeds 3 months in advance, that you will get the fucking harvest by the time spring get here? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Do you get what I'm explaining to you? They said no. So what 19 Keys, rinky body ass wound up doing? He went up there and was like, this just happened recently. It was like, everybody was talking about around the New Year. He like, everybody talking about, you know, the January 1st isn't the New Year. But you know, if you plant in January 1st, then March, by the time the March get here, you're going to have seeds. I said, these motherfuckers don't have no originality. They have nothing. Y'all niggas were the same ones trying to say that March 21st was the real New Year. Same way I told you, he didn't say nothing. He wasn't the one that said, oh, this is the year of revelation in 2020. This is the time of revelation in 2022. All right, everybody got to reveal themselves. He didn't say that. I said that. Okay, but didn't nobody know who I was. He took that and said it almost verbatim. I'm going to find all this shit and show y'all. Okay, because I got an actual video where I said it. It was called Yay Exposing People. And what was I surrounded around? Guess what color light? I was surrounded by green light. Okay, I had a gun on my hip. I was dressed in gray. I said, yay, exposing people. I said, this is the time of revelation. Everybody has to reveal who this nigga went and posted that shit. I'm like, damn, how this nigga posting what the fuck I'm saying verbatim? But when people trying to figure out who I am, these niggas ain't gonna let them know. You feel what I'm saying? It was the same thing. So they can come out and say this shit, but they not the motherfuckers saying it. What's the issue with that? It ain't the issue that no information getting out. It's like, why are you being a kafir? Because a kafir will know that somebody's the truth and keep them cloaked and hidden. That's what the kafirun do. They know the truth. They try to keep it concealed. So you know the true light out here. But when they heard me do the true light, nobody said, hey, y'all, it's time for the green light to come out. No, none of these conscious, notice, none of them, y'all, none of these conscious community leaders said, that's right. The green light, the heart chakra, all the stuff they try to act like they're doing, none of them got on board with the green light. Do I need to say it again? None of these people got on board with the green light. The green light ain't phase one, right? The green light been here before I got here. Dr. Melikazi York did the green light. None of them stepped forward and said, y'all, let's do this green light movement. But then all of them had to post about how this green light event's been happening for 5-6 months, all right? Even before I literally launched the shit. Then you go back and watch the Childish movie, and you see I put the green light all through that movie. All through that movie, and it came out last year. All right, on Dr. Melikazi York's birthday. That's when it was released officially. YouTube uploaded it now about 9-10 minutes late. Okay, so it shows as June 27, but I even told Mrs. Faise, I said they doing that on purpose. Because they know that shit drop on June 26. What the fuck the alchemy gonna do? They trying to hinder it. This shit was like frozen. I'm like, this shit won't fucking load. But it's supposed to be up already. You feel what I'm saying? Because I did that shit early, so I know the shit supposed to be up. You feel what I'm saying? But they tried to hinder it. And then as soon as June 27th, then it started moving. They said, okay, we'll let you. They didn't want it to drop on the 26th. You feel what I'm saying? But that's all good and dandy. You with me? So they didn't want to push the green light. Ask them niggas. Yo, if y'all talking about we need to be having higher level conversations, y'all talking about people need to raise their frequency, y'all talking about people need to come up here and do all this extra shit, get up there, ascension and all this other stuff, receive forbidden knowledge so they can make their soul transition and all this bullshit y'all keep saying. If y'all been saying that, all right, even though you don't understand what it is for real, it's clear that because y'all ain't focused on that. Then why when the green light came out, y'all didn't tell people, go get your green light? Why you didn't tell people that? But when Joe Biden had red lights, they posted that. Joe Biden, eyes glowing red, everybody posted it. Say, see, look at this. They put it in your face. They put in what in your face? Go into depth. What do they put in people's face? You can't mean they're putting a devil in people's face. You can't mean they're putting a red amber light in people's face. You can't mean they're putting halal in people's face. You can't. There's no way you mean that. Because if you mean that, then why are we not putting God in their face? Come on now, somebody. Somebody. Anybody. Anybody. Why are we not putting the green light in their face then? They didn't have no problem when it came to the Chiefs. All right, listen to what I'm explaining to you. Because I told you, it's time to speed up. I said, let's do mass fast together. Let's join together and link in with that source. And I told people why. Right? As soon as we said May 17th, y'all, because I said it before then. I said, yo, we're going to do a mass fast May 17th last year. I didn't know what I was actually doing on that, that sun reader side. I just knew they told me to do it. As soon as we did the fast on May 17th, who remembers? There were multiple X-flare solar flares, X-class solar flares that were geo-effective, that went from being wherever they was at, they all faced the planet at one time, starting on May 17th last year. Go look up what I'm telling you. You don't got to believe what I'm saying. Go look it up. And I said, don't y'all realize that as soon as we said we're going to come together and do this fast, that's when the sun started getting active. I said, look at all these days with no active activity, no significant activity from the sun. Then on May 17th, the shit got active. Boom. Who was there? You was there. You got to let people know you was there because they think I'm just talking. And then what happened? I said, watch this. I said, the sword's about to activate. Then what song went viral, y'all? Source. If I'm lying, then I'm flying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think we got to find another way to say that shit, too. That don't matter. If you're flying, you ain't lying. Right? Go look up Source by Faise One and tell me that ain't my biggest song. All right? No promotion. No, none of that. No paid, nothing. It was all organic. Okay? What I mean by organic, I said we gained this by the light. That's how we gained it. Organic. You understand? You say, you must have paid for that. I didn't go through the moon. I went through the true ore. I didn't spend money. All right? I went straight to the sun. Okay? And what the Source song was saying, right? Everybody had to come home the same way, but they did it in tones. Okay? When it said, Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah, we come in the name of the Source. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We flipping niggas off the porch. Right? Niggas in Paris, I'm talking about the Ye and J version. Bosso, Jane Harden, but they think they the highest. We locking them up. You get caught with the smoke, get your flame darkened. You feel what I'm saying? This was not a game. Next thing you know, this shit took off. My folks hit me up saying, nigga, did you see the views on Source? I was like, what are you talking about? Nigga, go look at the views on Source. Next thing, just the audio, y'all. We hadn't even done the video yet. Just the audio. The shit took off. I'm like, damn, wait a minute. This shit everywhere. It was all over social media. TikTok. Niggas say, who is this man? All right, because remember, the video I posted was Supreme Dreams. Listen, Supreme, okay? Y'all know that word is associated with this movement, all right, as supreme beings. I did the Supreme, meme, and I said, when they realize they're not on your level, go look at it, it's on my page. When they realize they're not on your what? Level, stay with me, right? And the nigga's like, what the fuck is he doing? Right? And the nigga's like, I really don't know. I don't know, because they don't. I'm telling you, this is how we play. Right? And that video went viral. Literally. Not just on Instagram. It took over TikTok for a while. And everybody was trying to find out. And you talking about hundreds of thousands or millions of views. Not like little 10,000, 2,000. It was everywhere. People say, what is his voice? What is he doing with his voice? Who is this man? What is he saying? It resonated with me. They didn't even know. Okay? But it was all. And next thing you know, everybody started talking about Islam. To the point where even Boot Gang had to say, why everybody switching over to Islam? What the fuck? What's going on? And ask me if I'm a Muslim, and what do I tell you? What's my answer? I say, I can be. You know what I mean? Some people might think, oh, he's Muslim. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're dealing with. Okay? Arabic is not Muslim. Arabic is a language. Okay? Muslims speak it. All right? So the tones that people being exposed to, like I say in the, what was the song? Dragon. I say, Rahu Bat, a mastermind. What do you think I mean by that? And why would I say rahubat knowing people don't know what that means? Okay? But after a while, you observe enough times, I go on the Young Elder show, or I go over here with this brother or this sister, and you hear me say rahubat, and they say rahubat, and this is the beginning of the conversation, it either means, lo and behold, it means, you know what I'm saying, to begin with, or it means greetings. Nigga, you start making your own protest clues and say, oh, this motherfucker he putting me on or something. Rahubat. All right? Then people started switching over from Ashe to Ashuk. All right? Then we said we're going to start doing these language classes. Okay? And we're going to let the feminine teach the language, not the male. We're going to let the woman teach it, the Meduneta. The Mother Nature teaches the language. That's how it's supposed to be. All right? Now everybody is starting to learn the language. So do you see more Ashe or Ashuk? Look at what I'm telling you. Okay? People are coming out of Yoruba. Okay? And people are going toward the sun. All right? Meaning they're actually aligning with Mother Nature, which is in the sun. So you say Yoruba. I said, look at it. Say Yoruba. They only want to focus on Yoruba, not your Umi or your Umi. Go look up what Yarami means. Yarami, all right, is to say God is exalted. What else is to say God is exalted? Allah Ta'ala. Allah Ta'ala. Are y'all hearing what I'm telling you? But they want people over here, Yoruba. Now, there's nothing wrong with saying you got your ancestry in Yoruba. I get it. Okay? But for some reason, all y'all Yoruba motherfuckers is working with the red light. And we don't like that. We don't like that. We don't like that. All right? So here's how I tricked a lot of them Amberlight motherfuckers. I said, only way you're going to beat me is if you learn the green light. And motherfuckers said, I got you. And they said, I'm going to beat this nigga, watch. And they would have learned the green light, and that shit didn't know. They said, I don't even want to beat this nigga no more. Exactly. Welcome home. Because you can't be one of us and try to beat one of us. And you can't beat us with Amberlight. It's too weak. It's too little. When you get up here in that Emerald light, maybe you'll get a chance. So watch the motherfuckers say, they still stupid. They still dumb. They wrote it down. Say, go get Emerald light. They go put the green light in their home. They go try to light up some shit. You know what I mean? It's not going to work. Because you're going to confuse the fuck out of the universe. Like, nigga, don't you, this shit say you Emerald light. Nigga, you can't do this. Give me these candles. They going to confiscate your items. They going to shut your altar down. They going to have no magnetism no more. You know what I mean? You going to call out to your ancestors. You going to get the dial tone. They're like, bro, you are confused, bro. You can't do that. You got to pick a side. So you going to go Amber, yeah, get slaughtered with them. Play games. They losing. All right? But you go Emerald, maybe you'll get a chance. And watch them niggas still stupid. I can say this 15 times. They still stupid. They be like, oh, I get it. This is how I beat them. Yeah, that's how you beat me. I'm telling you, you want to know how to beat me? Listen, all right? This for all you devils on here listening, because you got to be on here every time I come. It's about 17 of them that come here every time. All right? The rest of y'all come in where y'all come in. But about 17 of them that come in, I'm giving them their number. All right? About from 17 to 21 of them come in. All right, every time I come live, and they just listen and they try to see what they can use. Let me tell you what you can use. If you wanna defeat Faise, go get green lights and put them in your home. I mean, if you want to defeat Faise, go grab a picture of Dr. Malachi York and put a rainbow around it and post it on your page. That's how you defeat me. You want to defeat Faise? Listen, y'all think I'm just saying this? I told 19 Keys, all right, because all these niggas got millions. Okay, he ain't nowhere near the craft. So he wouldn't even fuck around. All right? That ain't even smart, Jabril. You know that. Your origins is Islam. And you ain't raised as no sorcerer, bruh. Okay? You never had the ability. So he got millions. All of them got millions. Rod got millions. Everybody. And they all come and they move around. Okay? But they going to have to move around. That's just what happens. I told all of them, I said, look, here go how you get this shit off y'all ass. Post a picture of Dr. Malachi York in green light. I said, and let it be known that that's the master teacher of all time. That's how you clear it up. None of them niggas did that, so you know they finna catch hell. And some of them already caught hell because they didn't listen. I say, listen, you wanna rectify, okay? You wanna wreck and defy that old self, okay, that did this evil work, all right, that conspired against or convinced you to conspire against the master teacher, all right? If you want to help your way up out of this, all right, here go how you do it. Put on record who the master teacher of all time is. Bear witness to who we have right now in this planet, in this day and time. Bear witness. Ain't nobody want to bear witness. So, okay, y'all niggas in trouble then. Watch. I'm not done. I'm not done with many of y'all. Listen, 19 Keys. I don't got to say that about Nature Boy no more because I think they already sealed his, right, recently. But I already told people since 2018, I said, oh, Nature Boy going to be visited too. His shit going to come around too. Because Nature Boy was calling himself the Christ. He said that shit to me on the phone. Right? When we having a conversation about astral projection, he said astral projection is a trap. You know what I mean? It's a trap. You know what I mean? This nigga shit. I'm not trying to do Nature Boy really real voice because that shit real weird sometimes how he would talk. You know what I'm saying? But he like, you know, he said astral projection is a trap. You know what I mean? You're supposed to, you know, be able to be flying down here in third dimension. They trick you to make you go and fly in a higher dimension so that you can't fly down here. I hope nobody don't try to do that stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to go jump off no damn bridge or no building because you've been listening to Eligio. You know what I mean? Don't listen to no nigga named Eligio no motherfucking way. What the hell you talking about? What's your name? Eligio. Yeah, yeah. You say leave and go. I heard you. Yeah. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? What are niggas screaming at the sisters? Who is God? The black man is God. I wanted to jump through the phone. Snatch them, and say, stand up. What are you talking about? And cut them niggas' legs off so they fall down on their knees and hit their face. What are you talking about? No, the hell we not. No, we not. Like, what are you talking about? That don't even make sense. And they got the women bowing down. And them sisters was being abused and all kind of shit. And this nigga was on the phone telling me about astral projection. Then I asked him a question. I said, didn't you say, because listen, they sent him to me. That's why I thought that, what do you call it? Nature Boy was a federal agent. Because he came to me and was like, let me talk to you, man. I see what you're doing. I see your works. And I only had, at that time, I had almost 33,000 followers before they deactivated that old page. Right? So he came to me and said, I see what you're doing. Da-da-da-da. Yo, you got to call me, man. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so he got on the phone with me. So I'm like, this is weird. This nigga come out of nowhere to me. Y'all don't have to address that bullshit. All right? I told y'all, every time they do that, I get them up out of here anyway. Okay? They always got to pop up. But it's handled every time. Don't address it. All right? So he on the phone talking to me about it, the astral projection shit. After the astral projection shit, I asked him a question. I said, I saw you say something about the Christ. I said, what did you mean by you was the Christ? That nigga said, I can prove to you that I'm the Christ. I said, nah, you don't got to do that. Let me ask you something else. So I went on ahead. I can prove to you I'm the Christ. What? So then he was like, he said something about he was in the clubs, right? He said, let me tell you something. He said, let me, what he said? I can't remember what the fuck the nigga. That's what he said. That what the niggas, how you know that? What I said already before? This nigga said, let me tell you what I was doing. I said, whoa, I don't even know if I want to know this shit now. He said, let me tell you what I was doing. I'm not even lying to y'all. Listen, 2018, I was on the phone on my whole soul. Right hand to the Most High, right hand on my heart, exit out, put a calculator with it, calculate the beats per minute, whatever you want to do. I was on the phone with Nature Boy in 2018 because he was clocking me. I thought he was a federal agent because of that, right? I'm like, where the fuck this nigga come from? Okay? So he's like, let me tell you what I was doing. He said, a lot of people forgot about the men. I said, what do you mean by that, bro? I'm nervous, right? He said, a lot of people forgot about the men. So what I was doing, he said, I'm a healer. I was in the strip clubs and I was, dancing for the men. So I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. The first time, I'm like, okay, he was in the strip clubs. So in my mind, first thing I see is women. He said he was dancing for the men. I'm like, that don't add up. Because that don't make sense. Okay, maybe he said dancing with the men, which still don't make sense. Cause unless y'all just around a dancer and y'all like celebrating, I don't know. So then he finished it. He said, let me tell you what I was doing. He said, I was a male stripper. I said, okay, so I get that. Because, we all got a strip mail. So they send it to your mailbox. The shit come, you get it. Yeah, okay, tell me something we don't. Yeah, come on now. You really hoping. Like, you get it's that moment of like denial a little bit. Come on, you crazy nigga. You was stripping mail, nigga. Yeah, I was stripping mail too. They told us mail in the ballot. Okay, you know what I mean? Everybody done stripped mail before. No, said, no, nigga, I was a male stripper. I said, oh shit. He said, I got my name Nature Boy because one of my favorite characters was Ric Flair. Right? He said, Ric Flair? The motherfucker's like, whoa. I was like, oh shit. This nigga got his whole persona from WWE. It makes sense. It makes sense. Because let me tell y'all something. I was not allowed to play football. I was not allowed to watch SpongeBob. Listen, I was flipping through TV channels maybe 2 months ago, maybe 2 months ago. Last month. I was flipping through TV channels. And I said, oh, I saw SpongeBob. In my mind, I said, because we weren't allowed to watch that shit. I said, well, let me see what these folks talking about. Y'all, soon as...
They had Patrick bent over talking about spank me.
No, it was...
No, he was bent over, and he was like...
The man behind him said some shit.
No, he told the man behind him.
Please. He was like, please.
He was like, please.
Whatever it was, I can't even remember this shit. But Patrick was bent his ass over, and there was a nigga behind him. And the nigga threatened him to do some shit or something like that. And Patrick was like, please spank me. It might have been spank, something like that, but it may have been spank. I don't know. He's like, please spank me.
It was like, click.
And exactly. All I could do was just throw my hands up. Turn the shit off. My mama went crazy. You feel what I'm saying? She's like, you're not watching that shit. It make you stupid. And it convince you to, you know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da. And you a child, and you don't know nothing about that. I'm like, what? It's just fucking SpongeBob. You're not watching that. We couldn't watch SpongeBob. We couldn't play football. Right? Now, football looked fun. But ain't no grown-ass men supposed to be running around no tight, da-da-da-da, grappling on each other. You know what I'm saying? That's the Greeks. That's they shit. That's what the arena is about, da-da-da-da. I said, oh, shit. Now I get it. Touchdown. Fumble. And she like, exactly. Yeah, I was like, okay, well, I don't want to even make it to the end zone. Nothing. I don't want to know nothing about what they're talking about. I'm done. I'm good. I didn't play football. I didn't watch SpongeBob. I couldn't watch SpongeBob. I couldn't watch Teletubbies, right? Because Twinkie Winkie had some other shit going on. So my mom walked in and said, what's this? I said, it's Teletubbies. He said, hold on. Who's it? And she was like, Twinkie Winkie? Whatever she did, she looked into the shit. She was like, Twinkie Winkie? This is a man? She said, why the fuck do he got a purse then? Oh, y'all can't watch that. Listen, my mama protected us from a lot of shit because we wouldn't even known what the hell we were watching. Now, it's not to say that somebody evil or none of that. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? You know, I got to put this out there, the disclaimer. I'm not trying to go against anybody for what they lifestyle is, but they didn't give the children a chance. Okay? They started pushing shit on us, and we didn't know. That's on a lot of things. Sex, all that. Didn't have anything to just do with just these people who was over there. She said, why the fuck this nigga Twinkie Winkie got a purse? Then she like, why the fuck this nigga named Twinkie Winkie? She said, oh, hell no. Twinkie Winkie, Inky, Pinky, Sue, whoever the niggas was. No, that might be Pac-Man. But we could play Pac-Man. I don't think they gave us a gender. Hopefully. If not, my childhood ruined. Whatever. But either way, you're like, you can't watch. You can't watch Teletubbies. Okay? Well, something else we couldn't watch. Looney Tunes. Why? Because Tweety Bird. I said, we're going to Tweety Bird. But then I realized, why the fuck Tweety Bird got on lashes? This nigga supposed to be a nigga. Tweety Bird, Twinkie, did it. Twinkie, we went there, Tweety Bird. I'm like, bro, who the fuck? Oh, shit. So it was a lot of shit. As soon as we found out who him was, him wasn't even him. Him was trying to be him, but him wasn't him for real, because him wasn't him. Him was trying to be her. Then I realized they snuck that gender pronoun shit in before they even did this shit. The nigga name was him. That was his pronouns. I'm like, wait a minute. Then the nigga had on the high heels and shit and walking around the city as a villain as one of them fucking trans folks. I'm like, oh shit. We couldn't watch Powerpuff Girls. And I used to fuck with Powerpuff Girls. They used to beat niggas' ass. Me and my sister couldn't watch it. Soon we found out, wait a minute, him ain't him. Huh? Yeah, what his name called? Him. Then why he got lipstick? Why he do? Oh no, you can't watch it. You know what I'm saying? So we protected from a lot of shit. Point being, we couldn't watch wrestling. Because wrestling was a whole bunch of grown-ass men, sweaty, rolling around, grabbing on each other, doing all kind of crotch moves and all kind of shit we weren't supposed to be seeing as children. You're a grown-up, you got your own decisions. That's you. As children, we ain't supposed to be exposed to sexual, heterosexual, cisgender, sex gender. This nigga got a hat on, cis hat, whoever, these people over here, exoticals. We ain't supposed to know about none of that shit. We supposed to just watch whatever it is, and that's it. And enjoy the story. But we ain't supposed to be receiving those subliminal messages. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what they was trying to do. So we was warned against a lot of cartoons and TV programming, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, all the stuff people just figuring out now. You know what I mean? We was warned about that from children. Wrestling was one of them. So we couldn't watch it. So this nigga told me he got his name from a wrestling character. So I'm like, wait a minute. So you the Christ. I can prove to you I know we all went over that. you don't got to prove it to me. But okay, so you the Christ, male stripper, Ric Flair, Nature Boy. A lot of people probably think this nigga called himself Nature Boy because he lived in nature. But no, he did that. He was Nature Boy as, what do you call it, the gimmick in the club, y'all. And I was blown. I don't even know if I should say that. That shit threw me for a loop. And I was like, hold on, okay. So I knew then, I'm like, this nigga ain't, I don't know who this nigga trying to say he is, but he ain't none of that. So I told people, I said, he ain't who he say he is. You hate him. It's another black man. You trying to da-da-da. He not who he say he is. I had a conversation with a nigga. He told me he's a male stripper. He didn't even get into this. He got this shit out of shits and giggles, and now, you know what I mean, he's the Christ all of a sudden. I don't know why I couldn't find that nowhere in the Bible. I couldn't find it. And Jesus Christ didn't even open his mail. So, yeah, other niggas do that shit. Mary Magdalene or somebody. So I don't see nowhere where it's like, Jesus was like, let me tell you what I was doing. I didn't see that. I didn't see that nowhere. So like I'm like, how you call yourself the Christ? So that's what Nature Boy wound up calling himself. Long story short, people started realizing after a while, wait a minute, what he doing? Why he beating on my leg? Why he doing this? Why he going that? Why he da-da-da? I said, Jesus would never did none of that shit. Christ would never did none of that shit. That was my punchline for the whole, all I know is Christ wouldn't have did none of that. You call yourself the Christ. You didn't even make up your own character. Well, no, you didn't. Because Nature Boy came from wrestling. So you didn't make up your own character. You just call yourself the Christ. Said you could prove to us that you're the Christ for some reason. Right? No walking on water. He didn't need to do none of that because all you got to do was talk. And people be like, he's the Christ. You know what I'm saying? Then you come out with some catchy, non-science backed ass nation called Carbon Nation. And no, you don't have to explain to people that everybody on the planet got carbon. You don't have to explain that. You just say carbon. People think because of Bobby Hemmett, wiggle body ass, that, 666 is black people. Boom. That's still deal. Everybody's fucking deluded. That's how they did that. And after a while, people were like, wait a minute. Then he had, I think it was a trans nigga that was with him. Then he had one nigga rubbing his feet, some shit. And was like, you love me more than you love your own life. And they were like, hell yeah. He said, I feel that. I'm like, bro, what the fuck these niggas got going on? Next thing you know, they shut that whole operation down. And I'm trying to figure out how the fuck they didn't shut that operation down the first time the nigga went live. Why it took them that damn long to shut that shit down? So this nigga's like, oh, what did he do to deserve life? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What did he do to deserve life? How did he? They said he raped somebody. But what did he do to deserve life? Y'all niggas don't know. Y'all really showing y'all colors. What you talking about? They say, rape. What did he do to deserve life? Okay, that could have been enough, just for enough. And again, I don't know nothing about nobody's case or nothing like that. I don't know about the niggas being guilty or not guilty. Same way these niggas don't. You know what I'm saying? But everybody jump like they don't understand where the fuck this shit coming from. You didn't see what he was doing on camera. He was getting people to abuse Malaya on camera. He can't be that. He can't be the Christ. The Christ would never did that. The Christ would have known. Hold on, nigga, turn the camera off. Slap the shit out this. He would have known that. But this nigga didn't know that. This nigga like he's so black man is God that he can't be touched. Soon as you start doing that extra shit, calling yourself the Christ and all this other shit, go watch the Book of Clarence. Go watch the Book of Clarence. Because the Book of Clarence is showing what happened to the conscious community. All the motherfuckers who was trying to call themselves the Christ, all right, the Roman capital had put out the order to crucify all false messiahs. He said, crucify all false messiahs.
To be fair,
Mm-hmm.
that last dude didn't claim to be anything. He just went and got cleaned up, and they said he looked.
He don't
like
count.
They said he looked like him.
Yeah, he don't count.
Because he was glowing.
Because he was white.
Yeah.
He don't count. That was a joke. That's why they had him. He said, what did he say? Curse these humans, something. Mm-hmm. Especially that prick over there.
Painting me.
Painting me. Yeah, they were trying to tell y'all something. That what his whole purpose was. His whole purpose was they painted the story a different way. Mm-hmm. It was a nigga. It's 6 niggas and 1 white boy. And you paint the 1 white boy. You ain't painting all these other niggas out here that's niggas. And where the fuck does white boy even come from? He don't fit the story. So he didn't count. They put him in there to show y'all that they took the actual images and they perverted and reversed them to make you think it's a Caucasoid, right? They were saying false messiahs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had to be crucified. And even then, he was like, when the dude was like, yo, now I got to crucify you. When the dude finally walked on water, I know I'm spoiling the shit out the movie. But when the dude finally walked on water, he said, now I got to crucify you. Because he tried to trick the dude, say, if you really him, walk on the water. All right? Now, here go another thing. Jesus wouldn't have walked on that water. You know what I mean? If you really him, you know what I'm saying, walk on the water. And Jesus would have like, if I'm really him, shut the fuck up, nigga. I ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? You should not tempt your Lord. The same way Jesus was told by Shaitan, if you really him, then come up off that mountain. If you really him, then catch yourself down. The angel's gonna catch you. You say, nigga, you bro, who the fuck you talking to? We don't bark just because you say bark, nigga. We don't move when you say move. The hell? Same way niggas was on here. Remember, I almost tried to come through here. They said, almost here now. Pull him up. I said, who the fuck do y'all think I am? You right. Yeah, you right. Let me pull him up. Fuck you and him. I don't have nothing to say to Almost. I don't got nothing to say to y'all niggas. Yeah, Almost don't fuck with Dr. York. He do not fuck with the master teacher. That's what he said to one of my peoples. He said he don't know him enough to fuck with him, and he don't fuck with his teachings. All right, that's very odd. That's very weird. Because when we was around them sisters, nigga, you was show as hell trying to act like you did. When we was around them women, you was trying to showboat, and you couldn't do it because I was there, right? Because all it is if the truth gonna come out, it's gonna come out. You couldn't showboat because now they asking questions you don't know the answer to, but I do. You feel what I'm saying? He was trying to act like he was all up on the information that Pops put out. That was trying to act like. But now you telling people you don't fuck with your father's teachings. Listen, if you don't fuck with your father's teaching, that's you. What made you feel the need to tell niggas you don't fuck with his teachings? Pay attention to Amber like devils. All right? If you don't fuck with his teachings, you don't have to. What made you think that Pops needed any type of negative energy in his direction? You understand? Same reason why I say, listen, what Pops wrote in them books, Pops wrote in them books. I don't care if he spelt the G wrong, the letter itself. You better pronounce that G how it look. Because that's our books. That's a part of our whole movement. Okay? Not to say, ain't no spell, this, that. I don't care. Don't disrespect the books. This is what's written. Read it. Because that's all we have. All right? Other than that, all right, then who else we go to? Dr. Ben gave us this movement. Who else we go to? Africa, Dr. Africa gave us this movement. Who do we go to say that there was a conscious explosion that happened how he gave us? If this nigga forgot to fill up a page, you better read the blank one because that's all we have. This ain't one of them situations where we can't correct that. That's done. That's finished. You feel what I'm saying? It's the same way with that. Why do he need any negative attention? I don't fuck with his teachings. Why you got to tell people that? It's already clear. It's evident. All right? Because you don't list him as one of the master teachers or the master teacher. You can't even say one of. That's the master teacher. All right? Or one of the teachers that taught you. Or where you got your style and everything from. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, we don't do Rashad Jamal here at all. We don't do that at all. That's done. I see y'all keep asking the same shit, all right? So let me tell you what it is. When I'm talking about Dr. York, don't bring Rashad Jamal up. Because Rashad Jamal didn't want to speak about Dr. York. He told y'all wasn't enlightened enough. That's what y'all king thought of y'all. Y'all niggas who followed him. Not saying the niggas who ask and followed him, but for those of y'all who so fucking fanned out about Rashad, right? He said y'all niggas wasn't enlightened enough to find out who Dr. York was. All the while using his information to make y'all niggas be fanboys. All the shit he was talking about. The ethers, non-ether, divine insight, the intergalactic this, and reptilians and all that. It's in this one book. It's in this one book. It's in this one book. So ask me what I think about Rashad Jamal. I think that's weird. I think it's weird that you even... Who the fuck whispered to this nigga and said, they not ready yet? The fuck you talking about, Rashad? They're not ready? But you can mention and list yourself and young Pharaoh and him in the same conversation as if y'all even are on the same level, or if y'all did the same works. Here where niggas got it twisted. I would have never had anything wrong to say about Rashad Jamal. All right? I would have had nothing out the way, no type of slight, nothing would have ever happened. I would have never grilled his ass, nothing would have happened. But you tried to play like you were him. And I wasn't having that. I'm not having it. So then what he do? He say the government trying to come, they making up lies on him to try to trap him. You know what I'm saying? He wrote the letter telling the people that he was a god and some other shit. I'm like, don't this sound so familiar? It's like y'all tried to copy his story, but you ain't want the fate. You tried to be him, but you didn't want to suffer what he suffered. You ain't want to get on that cross. Go watch the book of Clarence, y'all. Go watch it. You tried to be him, but you ain't want to end up on that cross. Nah, you want to be him, face the cross, because he on that cross. And then he gets lifted off of it. You don't know how this works, do you? Because everybody thinks that it's Jesus that's dead on that cross. That's why I said in the meme that I had a long time ago, where I did what actually happened that day, I was on the cross. And niggas was like, what has Don got to say for yourself, nigga? Da-da-da-da-da. And you know what I'm saying? It was saying all kind of shit. And I took my hand off of one of the crosses and pointed like this, and pointed to my face, right? And then put my hand back. That should have showed you something. And then while them niggas was saying what they were saying, I said, man, Father, don't even do it to these niggas. I ain't even up here for real. I'm trying to tell you something. They think that with that ninth hour, right, it was supposed to say that it was over with. But again, they get shocked in the end to see that it was a man that was walking around. You didn't know who he was. Am I making this up? What we're about to do is we're about to read Matthew 27, then we're going to read the book of John chapter 20. Let me show you how this story plays out. Okay? The book of John chapter 20. All right, we're going there. Why are you going to the Bible? Why do y'all niggas use the word gods? Why do y'all use the word spirit? Why use other words entirely? Okay? And then maybe you can ask me that question. But if you're going to use the same fucking words, Messiah, leaders, spirits, God, kingdom of God is within. Shut up then. All right? You don't know what you're dealing with. This story is real. And it doesn't happen once. It's happened many times. All right? There have been many messiahs. There have been many crucifixions. There have been many resurrections. You're in the second one right now. You understand? All right, watch. I dare say there's a third. But that's a whole nother conversation. All right, we're going Matthew 27. Now at the feast, the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner. Stop right there. Put in mind Larry Hoover, and put in mind Dr. Melakazi York. Put in mind that they're in the same prison. Colorado AdMax. All right, Florence, ADX. So when I'm reading prisoner, put in mind Larry Hoover, put in mind Dr. Melakazi York, and watch this. The book of Matthew, chapter 27. All right. Now at the feast, the government was wont to release unto the people a prisoner whom they would. I ain't looking right now, so I'm turning this off. I don't know what niggas talking about. I can't snipe niggas. Give me a second. And they had there then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. All right? Barabbas. Keep in mind, Larry Hoover. Keep in mind, Dr. Melakazi York. So there was Barabbas. Therefore, and they put Barabbas in the movie Book of Clarence, by the way. Go watch the movie Book of Clarence. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, whom will ye that I release unto you? Who y'all want out of prison? All right, that's the question. Who do y'all want out of prison? All right, I asked Rod Hayes the same thing. Well, who supposed to be out, bro? Why y'all pushing for Larry to get out and not Imam who? Isa. What's another word for Isa? Jesus. Don't get it twisted, though, because Pops didn't say he was Jesus. He said he will be thought to be the Messiah. He said he's just like the Messiah, but he's not the Messiah. I can literally play that where he said that. So don't ever say Jesus was, Dr. York was saying, I can prove to you I'm the Christ. Guess what I was doing? He never said nothing like that. You understand? So y'all niggas missed the mark. You transgressed. Okay? You got to repent. You got to change your mind. That's the only way. You got to make your way back to Nuwapu. That's the only way you'll be spared from what's coming. You understand? Other than that, hey, deal with the wind. Hey, listen, I don't have no dominion, okay, over the wind. I have no dominion over the waters. I have no dominion. I just work with them. You understand? That's it. So if you got questions, ask the wind. You know what I mean? If you can't hear me, you better hear the wind. This ain't God voice alone coming from Faise One. All right, go listen to that wind and see if you can hear. You know what I mean? If you can't understand after you get off the live with me and you feel confusion, go drink you some water. You better take in the element. All right? Because they can talk to you through that. Say, nigga, relax. All right? Hear him. This is my son. Okay? Stay with me. Some people may not understand what that means, but it's pay attention. It costs. All right? Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, whom will ye that I release unto you? Who you want out? Barabbas or Jesus? All right, what's another name for Jesus? Asa. What's another name Dr. Malachi York was known for? Imam Asa. All right, you want Larry? Barabbas. All right, or you want Asa? Imam Asa. Jesus. Stay with me. Which is called Christ. Called Christ. Stay with me. Because they also said he was being called the Christ. Misinterpreted. All right, speaking of, we said we have found the Messiah, who has been interpreted the Christ. Okay? For he knew that for envy they had delivered him. Okay? When he was set down on the judgment seat, his wife sent unto him, saying, hold on. Let's reverse. Reverse. All right, let's go back. Pilate said unto them, whom will ye that I release unto you? Who you want? Larry or Asa? Imam Asa. Who's supposed to be released? Okay? For he knew, who knew? Pilate. That for envy they had delivered him. All right? Out of your own envy, you wanted Pop in prison. Out of envy, you wanted the master teacher, the master. Okay? Imam Asa. All right? In jail, in prison, encaged, and trapped as you thought. All right? Or surrounded on all four corners as the Golden Child was in the Golden Child movie. Until one of them fell asleep. You forget. Just like I broke down to you. Okay? If you've been listening, some of these classes you got to catch now. Because we're moving real fast. Where I said, remember that ninth hour is when somebody's, one of these pieces fall off and you're able to escape in that ninth hour. People may not get that. Go watch the Golden Child movie. They were supposed to stay up and keep watch over Dr. York, or who was called the Golden Child in the movie. All right? But one of the motherfuckers fell over. Oops. And then guess what happened? He was able to escape in that ninth hour, which is one of those sections of that four corners, which gives you that clock from the 12 o'clock, all right, noon, okay, or midnight, 3 o'clock a.m. or p.m., all right, 6 o'clock a.m. or p.m., 9 o'clock a.m. or p.m. These are your four corners or your 4 points. And in the center, you have Kutub, El Kutub. And that's who Dr. Malachi York was saying he was, by the way. He said, I am El Kutub, the center. I am centered. I am centered. El Kutub. So if he's El Kutub, listen to me. I hope you hear me with your third ear. All right. Then who was El Kutub in the movie Golden Child? It was the Golden Child. Okay. Who they tried to get him to drink blood. They tried to do all kind of magic and warlock shit and witch shit. And it couldn't work. It didn't work. And Pop was able to move freely, by the way, and lead first in spirit, in essence. Okay. Are y'all listening to me? Some people may not have ever thought about that. El Kutub, the center. Okay. And look at it. Golden Child means what? The child of the sun, or the Shamsi. All right. Now, here's what people may not understand. I'm being told to break another code for you, so I'm going to listen. All right. When you go and look at the images of Imam Asa, you're going to find that there's always a craft that's near him. And not only is the craft near him in those pictures, okay? Let me pull it up. I'm going to show you. Boom. All right. That's the master teacher, Imam Asa, holding the true light. Okay. Stay with me. The green light surrounding him. Keep watch. And there's a craft, but that craft isn't just there. It's connected to him. Are you listening to me? He's been yielded from a craft. That's what he's trying to tell you. And he's connected from that craft. Don't that sound familiar? They put it in your biblical scriptures for those of you who are Christians. How did Jesus, Asa, get here? All right. He got here through what was called a star. All right. That star hovered over the birthplace. When do you know a star to hover? All right. And how can you follow a star? Stars don't move. Stay with me. And stars don't hover, but crafts do, and they're called starships. Are you with me? Or shams. So when you say the word sham, is what we call the crafts, shams, okay, a sham, all right, to be singular, and shams to say the plural, all right, we called them shams when I was coming up. Huh? We called them shams. We called them shams. I was there. We called them shams. Another word was henu. It was Sham. S-H-A-M. Shem is one of the sons of Noah. Yes. Shem. That's what I'm saying. Golden child. Because golden is sun. Y'all remember earlier I was saying the gold is the sun. All right? Sham is the sun. Golden child. The child or the yield of the sun. When people saying child, they thinking this person is born from a thing. But a lot of times they're saying like Anunnaki meant children of the sky that came to Ki, the sun. But it didn't mean that the sky actually gave birth to children. It meant that this is who or what these beings came out of, the sun, or the sky, or outer space. All right? The same way we said, God so loved the world. This is what you also found when you were looking at the aerial view of Tamaray. All right? It said, God so loved the world that he gave his only what? Begotten son. Okay? A child of God. So when you say child of God, or children of God, or children of the Most High, what you're saying is beings who came out of Anu. And Anu is, go look it up, the Sanskrit word for the sky. And Anu was also a word that they were using to say God. So yes, Jesus was a child of God, the only begotten child or son, golden child, listen to me, that came out of the Most High. All right, at that time. Yes, he was the only one. Because which other extraterrestrial incarnate did you have on record, on file? All right. Now, if you went into Noah's story, which they ejected from the book, all right, where you have the Lamech scroll, you'll find that Noah was a result of immaculate conception also, but they don't say that, which may have been the reason why Noah was spared and everybody else got knocked the fuck clean. You feel what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story. So yeah, they were called shams. That's what we used to call them, shams. You'll hear Pop speak about the shams, all right? But it was sham and it was henu. It was henu. Another word for the crafts was a word mu, all right? Bodies of light, mu. So there's a million words for them. Mu, shams, henus, thunderbirds, all right? When you hear me in the Wedding of the Lamb album say, I spoke to God in a thunderbird, I'm telling you of an account, not some allegory. This happened. You understand? I spoke with God in a thunderbird. They actually came, and God meaning Elohim as in plural beings. And they spoke to me in all actuality. You understand? I never had to open my mouth to say anything. Okay? They spoke into my brain. Are you listening? So I just wanted to point that out because that golden child is symbolic of X marks the spot. And X marks the spot. They surrounded him on all four corners. Okay? It's saying that in the center, there's a sun. All right? So true or false? Faise One is flying around in jets, you know what I'm saying, crossing out the sun. He's not doing that. False. All right, so your government is doing that. All right, your government had to do that because that's one of the signs that you had to pay attention to. That's how you know it's time. You with me? So they're surrounding or crossing out the sun with an X, and the sun is in the center. The sun is in the center. In the Golden Child movie, the sun is in the center. Golden Child. The sun is in the center. You with me? I'm just showing you everything I can. And it wouldn't be the solar plexus in all actuality. It would actually be the anahata. The solar plexus was that lustrous gem that you were supposed to receive to activate the anahata. You with me? But the anahata or the heart chakra is the green light. That's why he's surrounded by green light, not yellow light. Y'all hearing me? If you read it, you can see it now. Now it makes sense. It's clear. So go watch the Golden Child movie too. And you'll see that at on the 9th hour, that golden child was able to give up his ghost and he escaped. Go see it. Then I told you, look at the capital letter G. All right? All you got to do is look at it. Go over it real quick. Let me show you. Look at the capital letter G, if it can write. All right, yeah. You see that G? Right there. It's pointing at the center. If you see, this is actually a circle. You understand? But it's pointed at the center. And that center is called Ketub. Right here. Qutub. Ketub. And I told you that's also saying what? Kitab. Kitab. Or the what? The key or the spirit key, okay, to the what? The tab. And only those who were there will know this, so let me tell you. We used to call the Holy Tabernacle Ministries, HTM, the tab for short. It was called the tab. All right? If you talking to a sister and a nigga walk up to you and say, yo, she from the tab? They trying to see if she family or is she a person who's outside. Well, I'm going to tell you, we used to call them Kappas. Anybody who went inside you was a Kappa. All right? Until you was, everybody was a Kappa until proven otherwise. You know what I mean? So we didn't trust outsiders. So when niggas walk and say, yo, she from the tab? The sister don't know what we saying if you're not from there. But if you know, the sister going to either answer or respectfully, the male will answer for her. You understand? And if the brother did not introduce the person, if the brother doesn't introduce another brother to the sister, then you don't speak to the sister. You know what I mean? You don't deal with her. You deal with the brother. Okay? Meaning this person is not this brother's mate. Okay? And the reason for you to speak to her. All right? She might just be somebody that just hangers on. But if this person say, yo, this is my wife or this is my mate, then you speak to her. There was a respect that niggas done lost now. Everybody trying to sneak around with everybody's wife and shit. They done lost that respect. But it used to be a type of respect where you don't speak unless this person you've been introduced to her. All right, it was respect. But anyway, the key tab, say, you from the tab, that's one of the main things niggas used to ask for. Yo, if you fucking with somebody, if they from the tab, or if they see somebody, yo, they said something that seemed like something like we would say, yo, you from the tab? And niggas would be like, yeah, I'm from the tour, I'm from the tab. Okay? Holy Tabernacle Ministries. All right, the key to the tab is right here in the center, kitab. And this word kitab, all right, was saying what? The holy, what? Scriptures. Okay? Which, if we're going to put that script, all right, for short, why am I doing that? Because when you're dealing with computer science, all right, this is very important. And this word key shows up in computers, and this word tab shows up in the computers. Literally, on the computer, you see the word tab. Let me see if I can find this shit. Where is that? All right. Let me put this shit at right here. Okay, so you see tab. Stay with me. Okay? So you got the keys. These are all called keys. And then you got something called a tab. All right? So, interestingly enough, you see that. Okay, that's a whole other conversation. Boom. So, key tab. That comes from the letter G. All right? When you say the letter G, this is what you're saying. G, which gives you key, which gives you key. All right? So, then this will be referring to what? The core, which is what? The center. All right? The center of what? The earth. Okay? Which is the what? The key. This is another word for earth. So is this. This is another word for spirit. This is another word for earth. All right? This is another word for earth. This is another word for spirit or vital life force. So this is the key. That vital life force is accessing your center. Here goes that X that they drawing on that sun. And the sun is right here in the center. The true light. They falsified the light and made you think it was the amber light or the root. All right? But the true light is actually green because it's in the center as what? G. Now let me show you that. Roy. G. Bev. Roy G. Bev. All right? Right there in the center is the color what? Green. All right? So that's the true light. It's right there in the center. Okay? So boom. Let's say you were to flip this G, okay, and deal with it this way, all right, then that will make this 9. You understand? This is that whole part over here is from 9 to 12. So this is the 9th hour. Boom, right here. And then this is the 6, and then this is the 3, and this is the 12. These are 4 corners, all right, the 4 corners. And right there in the center is your katab or your kitub. All right, or kitab or ketub. There's a million different ways to spell ketub, by the way. You can go K-U-T-B and K-U-T-U-B. There's a lot of different ways. But it all means not only just center, it also means access. And I told you what access is saying. When you say access, all right, this is how when you unlock something, okay, you're able to access it. Your access is through the center. Y'all with me? Nobody has this. I'm giving you it, okay? Your access is through the center. And this is called a clock. Okay, kalak. Because intentionally, they locked it. And they locked you in time. All right? Michael said, remember the time. Okay? And Pop said, all I came to do was set this whole record straight. A record is what? The same thing you're looking at here. All I came to do was set this whole record straight. And he had a teaching called the journey within. All right? So it's all about freeing the self. And the way to free the self is to have the actual key, okay, which gave you the activation of the key, which gave you the activation of what was referred to as the ruh, all right, which is the word knowledge. Okay, it also is the word spirit. It's also the word soul, ruh, okay? And that's how you charged all those points up to actually exit hell or the Nesut realm, the deceptive material plane. All right, boom, so stay with me. So you got this C lock, like I've broken down before. I just going back over so you can understand. All right, the clock, all right, it had those 4 corners on it. You already got that. So then you have the ability to access through the center. See? Enter. Which is also something that appears on what? Are you listening to me? Okay, they got the word shift, control. This is a computer game. Enter. All right? You have to be able to see to enter. Okay? And you also have to be able to see that it's been locked to even know how to unlock it. And you will access it or unlock this thing through the center. And that's why you're going to read with me today, or hear me read today, about the 9th hour, like I broke down in the Rosicrucian science, okay, where Jesus was able to get up off that cross. Now, let me show you something. People may not have seen a cross in the X, but I show you the cross is the X. All you have to do is turn it, what? 45 degrees. Okay? Looking at X from 45th degree gives you this. Okay? And on that 45th degree, now you're looking at the cross. So here's the cross. And on the 9th hour, he gave up his ghost. He was able to escape. They showed you this in the Golden Child movie. Go make me a truth teller. All right? But why would he need to get out by the 9th hour? Because if not, then you get what? Brought right back into what's referred to as the circle. Okay? Or the cycle. You understand? And they bring you right back. But if you escape through your ascension, all right, that's why he said, yo, take up your cross and walk with me. Everybody else got to do this too. Not just him. He just showed you what? The truth, the light, and the way. The 1 and the 2 and the 3. He showed you how to get out. All right? Through what was truth, life, and way, which is a pyramid. Okay? And I told you pyramid gives you pira, which is fire, and the word mid, which means in the center. But this right here is not the access point. You cannot access it from this plane of understanding. That's why everything, like I spoke to you down in the book, it might have been, what was it? Who Knows the Secrets, I think it was. I said everything is hidden in plain sight. And people were like, you spelled that wrong. And I was like, no, I didn't. Okay? Plain, not plain. Plain was a trick. Okay? They make you think that it's right there so everybody should be able to see it. No. The access point, all right, or the axis point, which is actually literally the dot. It's called a dot in our sciences. Okay? But I mean, by our, it's not everybody was being given it. But if you were, certain people like my father who were walking around, Dr. Melakazi York, were able to hear this and get certain pieces and figure out what the dot was, really, in all actuality. The access dot or the access point, okay? So now you can see axis, all right, as the actual word access was right there in the center, okay? But they made it look like it's the top because that's coming from what? You standing under the pyramid. Understanding. All right? So when you have understanding, then yeah, this looks like this is pyramid to say fire in the center, but it's at the top. But you realize that don't make sense. The only way pyramid as a word makes sense is if it's this. I'm looking at it with an overstanding. And this is what I would see. And that, what? Capstone, where they locked it at, Like, listen, that capstone where they locked it at is in the center. That has to be unlocked. That's how I access the true light. Turn it 45 degrees and you'll see the cross. You understand? You want to know something else interesting? If you just turn that, okay, that whole image, and do this. You get the baseball, what do you call it? Field. The baseball field, which is referred to as a diamond, by the way. Okay? And then I ask, how many innings in baseball? You say 9. All right? Which is that great number of the activation. So then you come back around here to the 9th hour. There go that diamond right there. You understand? And that's the inning. So if I say inning, what it sound like? So now you should be able to know when I say this is only the beginning. You should be able to understand I'm saying this is only the what? Big inning, 9th hour. If I'm making that up, and ask yourself, why was my 9th hour album drawn this way, or composed this way, or built this way? All right, this is how I built the 9th hour album. And it was me standing like this, all right? And it had the colors going up, and in the center over here, you had the green. You understand? Because this is that 9th hour. And there's a time that comes for that 9th hour. You know what I mean? It's not just like one moment. There's a whole time to be taken into consideration to cover that whole hour. But this is the hour. And I said that in the Wedding of the Lamb album. I said, this is the hour. You got to hear me. I put stuff in there. Okay? So this is the beginning. If you didn't have the overstanding, you with me? Then you wouldn't get that. You with me? But with that overstanding, now you can see. Is that clear? So all in all, like we about to read in a second, y'all give me a hot second, I'm going to come back. The Matthew 27, okay, speaks about the 9th hour. And then John 20 speaks about how the man was able, who was called Asa, Jesus, was able to walk around and people didn't know who he was. He had the ability to transfigure or transform himself. You understand? So we're going to come right back. I love y'all. Peace and love is really wonderful. When we hop back on here soon, I'm going to probably do a flyer on it. We're going to cover that about the shape shifting, okay? And keep that science in mind because everybody going to think he's going to pop out at one time and everybody going to, no, it's all of this. Look, it's all in the divine plan, okay? Peace in the Lamb is truly wonderful. If you see that cash out right there for all y'all who want to support the Letter to T.I. music video, I've actually been seeing a lot of y'all doing it as we've been on here. So I appreciate that. All right, you want to Letter to T.I. music video? I said let's raise 500 today. I'm posting the results on my story so y'all can see, okay, all that who's coming in. If y'all want to do that, then, you know what I'm saying, send something to there. You can send anything, and we get that done. All right? Also keep in mind that the fundraiser